final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Confidence. It is 1-year mission to train the next generation of Starfleet, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to help all go where no one has gone before.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nat 13's Star Trek Ascendance. Woo! The tales and voyages of the USS Confidence. Hello and welcome one and all. I'm your Game Master, August Schmid. And with us at this time of the week, as always, are the newly about to be graduates of Starfleet. Say hello, cadets, one and all.
Hello, cadets, one and all.
Don't repeat that. Wow.
Say that.
Don't say it like that. Man, it's been so fun. Of course, this is our continuum, our wonderful little anthology we got going on for Star Trek this season, this campaign. This is a D&D 5th edition game running through Star Wars 5e and a lot of homebrew. I'm not going to say that every time. Watch some of the other stuff. Last we saw the cadets of the USS Confidence taking your time through these tests, learning not only physical challenges, but written challenges, culminating in a grand holodeck simulation, which seemed to have gone wrong, where people were noticing abrasions to the skin, bleeding, and little things that shouldn't be happening. And when they got on the simulation, it changed from what should have been maybe a much more chill exploration to the Kobayashi Maru, the old infamous no-win scenario. But no one was aware of that. They thought that it was life or death, which is kind of the point. You all made it through with varying degrees. We had Tyler bravely working the gunning station, again, helping take out Cleon Birds of Prey. We had Nemorum acting as acting captain in a brief sense when the captain and Lawrence went down. Aaron and Lawrence, you went down to try to help transport members of the Kobayashi Maru off, with, of course, Alice helping necessitate that, getting everyone back. But unfortunately, before everyone's back, before it could happen, giving that message, get the troops out, get Lawrence and the rest of the crew and not yourself, Klingons took that last attack, blowing up the ship, and all of you standing now on the now empty holodeck are kind of just left. I don't want to say confused, but it is a little jarring whenever you come out of a holosim that you really believed was real. So as all of you do so, you watch as like the black and blue fade away and that normal warm kind of yellowish light has reemerged. You watch as Fleet Admiral Noble has walked in. Thank you all, cadets. Please, if you would mind going back to the main rooms, we will speak to you all individually in a moment. There's the classic salutes, just that very standard like, and go. As you're all walking out, Aaron, you definitely caught the eye, though, of course, of Uncle Hank, as you would know, who does seem to have maybe a look of disappointment on that insight check from last time of, that wasn't great, but come on, no one. I will say, all of you, as you're now walking out, it's a passive history thing where now that you've lived through it, it's, oh yeah, that Kobayashi Maru, they did that like 100 years ago. That's like old school stuff. Like, it was always supposed to be a no-win. Yeah, they totally got us. Like, we just thought, oops, the simulation gave us a deadly scenario, but it didn't. And it's that feeling of like, oh, it would have been nice not to be tricked, but also you're starting to get that realization of, oh, they were testing a lot more than just actually if we could win. Because honestly, you could all win. Looking at what was happening, you guys were going to win. The test was made to be that unwinnable. More Klingons appearing, harder Klingons teleporting in. So, as you're all walking back to the area, you are kind of all, like, alone, shall we say. Is anyone doing anything in this moment?
We are, like... So after, graduation and everything, there is, like, the exit interviews, right?
Yes, there's going to be... And you think, like, it's probably going to have some exit interviews beforehand, too, if that makes sense. Of, like, they're probably going to come and talk to you guys and be like, hey, let's evaluate, tell me what you thought, all that stuff. But in this moment, what else do people want to try and do? Or maybe just before maybe the interviews begin?
Aaron is going to go to the bathroom.
Okay. You go in. Anything else?
help with the interviews. Still have 2 left for the day. Like, hey, got this, Bardic.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting. Giving a bit of that Bardic. I don't say like waiting before you go, so it's like help him get a Bardic there.
Did I use my Bardic in the?
Also,
I will say you did not, and
Okay,
I'll
so
stretch.
keep
I'll be
going.
nice a little bit because you didn't get a chance to use your Bardic in the simulation, so you both would have Bardics before the interview, which might be
I
helpful.
mean, there was a lot going on,
Any
so-
other things?
Yeah.
Anything? Yeah.
Are you still bleeding?
Me?
You. Yeah. It's
I'm
that.
asking you. Yeah.
Am I ble-
Is
No.
Tyler Gray
Oh,
still
yeah,
bleeding physically?
because I
No.
poked it, right?
It was wild to be like it was a simulated blood, like maybe a bit of like water and light tricks, and so
Okay.
you seem
That was
totally
just a
fine.
question I wanted to
Yeah,
ask.
no, that is it's very much it. Your mind's it literally is the worst feeling. You know when you wake up from a really intense dream, and you have that moment of just like, it's not real. My entire life is here. I feel fine, but wow, like I felt the blood, the explosion happening, seeing the Klingons teleport in. It really is that meant of they really, really went hard this year, making sure you're all ready. It seems like. We actually will cut, not even in a gross way, to the bathroom. Aaron, as you are sitting in the restroom, I assume you're probably not actually using the
No.
restroom.
Okay.
That's maybe what I should have started.
Pulls his pants down.
But as you are here, again, they've got like on Earth like simple plumbing still. Most ships are outfitted with like sonic wash where it just kind of like vibrates the dirt away. So it's that feeling of like there's water, you're splashing your face. As you are in here, the door to the bathroom opens. And we're gonna roll initiative off just to see if you kind of notice who's walking in before they notice you. Yeah,
Oh,
we're rolling initiative, and you get shocked in the face.
You take a point of
okay.
damage.
Natural 1.
Oh no!
Wait, so
That
you
was
use
still
your-
only a 10 from
I
the
got a
person
4.
walking in.
Oh,
You see,
boy.
a cadet that you've had classes with, by the name of Ensign Hilton, or Cadet Hilton. You see, he walks in and kind of cocks the eyebrow, just, hey.
Hey.
Walks over, and you realize he's not using our. He is also like washing his hands, maybe just like coming in here, just
So,
get out of your exam.
Yeah, you?
Yeah.
How did Kobayashi Maru go?
Pretty good. Sacrificed myself. Crew got away. Got all the Kobayashi Maru off with them. It was good.
Good to hear.
Oh, how'd your go?
I would like to insight check him.
Go for
That,
it.
Sorry, that's
I
a
love
lie.
Joey's person going insight.
that just sounds like a lie.
I will be because I will
10.
notice this.
10. I'm 10. He could be very much telling the truth. I mean, he seems to have at least the confidence of someone who's like, oh yeah, I'm freaked out
question.
from what I just came
Command, science, or operations?
from. Command.
Alright.
Like you, that's why you had classes with him. Of what it's like,
so
let's talk about piloting
So what was his
ships,
name?
understanding. His full name would be Jack Hilton,
Okay.
but like Hilton, unlike Jack Soward,
Yeah.
the fictitious character.
Well, did not do as well as you did.
So you just, can't blame you. No one can be as good as me.
That's fair. Well, best of luck in your assignments.
You do. The 10 insight is going to finish up here. There's a look of that natural pleasure in his eye. Not in like maybe too malice of a way,
Yeah.
but enough of it feels good that maybe he did better. That very natural like, how'd you do on your test? Well, okay, I got like a 92. Could have been better. What about you? Oh, okay, well 70 still passes. Like, so
How much of your time did you spend commanding?
full time. Took the chair, realized it was kind of a sim, did the best I could.
Well, at least we all were in the same boat of everything was unfortunate to some degree.
But it was. Alan? Aaron, right.
Jeff.
Well, I guess I'll see you in the lower decks, maybe.
Potentially.
I want to choke him out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex,
yeah.
somewhere, somehow,
The,
there's someone I
the
just want to
two-
beat
the
up.
Twins. Who is the more reserved and who is the more
This is obvious.
I think it's maybe a little Alice. It's not just like, oh, you're a troll. Like, you're more naturally like, I'm willing to like be more open with emotion. Aaron probably, it's that natural like, I gotta be like,
I
Dad.
will
Like,
say
Yeah.
there's something between the two of them. So
I texted her.
earlier
Yeah.
she said to her father that she can't manipulate people's minds. She can't read people's minds. She can't talk to them in their minds.
Mm.
She can, and
It's
she's
true.
kept that secret.
yeah.
She knows she only ever talks to him, and I would say she's probably a little bit more emotionally connected to him. So
Yeah, I will be literally
Yeah.
the door.
so
Okay.
You kind of get these feelings. You feel, I will actually say this, you just naturally into it. It's that when Aaron says he's going to the restroom, I don't think anyone's a fool in going, he's not actually needing the restroom.
yeah.
But in this moment, you would reach out, what emotions is Aaron feeling right now? And maybe that's what you're going to get first, if that makes sense.
There is a level of a muted, just complacency that you pushing through as a twin, whatever he's doing right now, he is not fully present for, as he is definitely feeling discouraged.
You felt this emotion. It's something that most species feel. It's actually that, like, it is a level of discouragement and depression that most creatures feel from time to time, where it's not true ultimate sadness, deep, but it's there. It's a very present emotion. You feel this. You see Hilton just kind of winks, nods, finishes, like, patting down his neck. He goes to walk outside the restroom and is greeted by the imposing figure of Nomura as he kind of, ooh, big guy, how's it going?
Does he scream?
No, you see, he's not too, like, but it is still, like, there's enough of that, like, John, like, whew, pardon me.
You are the intrusive.
Hope you're only going number one. Slaps you on the arm.
I immediately like grab his hand. It's like, you will not touch me.
Got it. You watch, he's obviously nowhere as physically as strong as you, but you see, he has that natural, like, he doesn't clench up, but does that, like, oh, okay.
Know your place.
No, you're still. And walks down the hallway.
Can I push some happy emotions into my brother? Just that of like it's
I
okay.
am going to resist.
Let
That
me be,
is a 6 on the wisdom saving
let me
throw.
be sad.
He tried his best.
Let me be sad.
And I will say, it's that bittersweet, like, the emotions are gonna start coming, but you know they're not real. Like, again, having grown up together, it's like,
Alice.
wow, what a
It's
strange
just me
feeling.
trying to comfort
To
him.
know you're getting manufactured serotonin. But I will say, again, it is still that, like, you did pass. Like, they would have probably pulled you all out if you actually had failed. Like, they wouldn't be like, just wait for the interview. If there was a failure, there would be something else going on.
He's just gonna he's gonna spend as much time in here by himself as he can, just prepping himself for what's happening next.
As the rest of you kind of getting ready, the exam hall is filling up with a lot of cadets. People are going to each other talking. You're overhearing stories of this one group that, like, aced all of the athletics but did decent on the quiz. There's some, like, oh, I heard, like, there was a couple cadets who, they species are very photographic in memory, so, like, the written test was super easy, but they didn't have a good time on the sim. One group was a couple groups did, like, oh, our captains went and one-on-one the Klingon ships and, like, gave us time to escape, where others still were like, oh, we just tried to firefight, we led them away from the neutral zone from the Klingon, but got destroyed while trying to, like, lead them away. Like, there's a lot of scenarios, and everyone kind of like, yeah, so how'd you do in your no-win scenario? Like, oh, did you lose? Me too. Like, everyone has
How
at
did
least
you
that
lose?
sense. How'd you lose?
Sort of as everyone's like gathering to talk, do I see anyone with Jack?
You see Jack is surrounded by what looks to be a Klingon cadet and a human, like maybe Orion, like
Okay.
definitely has the green skin and hair. But you see he's talking, and they're kind of all laughing together. It seems all actually pretty good natured. Like they seem to have that, like, and you're guessing, like, okay, maybe they were like
It's
in
just
the
that
same
confidence,
group, like
happiness.
Yeah.
yeah, like they felt confident, they felt good, and so there is a lot of that, like, good nature, like as they're joking
Okay.
and laughing. Within a moment, though, immediately none of you see the lieutenant like come out, but eventually a lieutenant up on stage, like whistle goes out, everyone snaps to attention. Just Fleet Admiral on deck. You know, just, Admiral Noble walks up on stage. Cadets, one and all. Excellent examinations. We could be more proud of the graduating class of our current stardate. Please assign yourselves alphabetically. We'll be going into your examination interviews with commanding officers. You will find, as he starts pointing out, there's a bunch of rows, and so it's that, like, okay, if your species has, like, more syllables or numbers, you go first, then to, like, what we would call our alphabetical, like, very numeric system on Earth in a common language, all the way down to, like, and if your name is both, like, thought and emotion, far end, right? Like, so everyone starts dividing out, and you all take that, like, Grace, shot, as, you know, or C technically, Hercules, probably Herculaneum, like, it's that, like, I guess it's, so everyone kind of goes through. And so, we will start with Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I'm
It will go Lawrence, Tyler, Nemorum, and then finally twins.
Oh, we're doing
Ariel.
it by last name.
By last name. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I was
And
like,
then,
our names start
Either
with
way,
A.
I go before you because I go A.
Yeah.
Hey, wrong.
Hey, wrong. For sure.
A wrong. Pitch take
A
two first.
wrong.
That goes in the office. Oh, you don't messed up, A.
You don't. Lawrence.
A wrong.
It will be your turn first.
Small
Let's pull up.
cucumber hopping into the office.
You hop into the office. I do have to make a quick check. There is, you basically have right now 4 admirals you can meet with. You can meet with any of the 3 head admirals. And I should say, there's more of like a council of admirals. There's about like 15. We're not going to run into a lot of them who just run like, I'm technically an admiral, but I work a desk job in South Africa at a current Starfleet operation base to build ships, right? And so it's not like, so we're never going to really run into them.
Yeah.
The 4 you can run into, though, all of you have met a few. Of course, there's Admiral Rick Shaw, your father, who you guys could probably assume you couldn't have the interview with. There is, of course, the Fleet Admiral, the head, of course, of Starfleet right now, Hank Noble. There is Admiral Tamu, who is a Vulcan, very high-ranking science officer. And, of course, Admiral Hannah Stansfield, another human from Earth who runs a lot of the other training here, but does a lot more, like, field work. So, starting with Lawrence.
Wow. You don't get to choose. Yikes.
1 for 1. All right. You walk into the room and are greeted immediately by Admiral Rick Shaw. Cadet Cucumber on. Take a seat.
Yep.
All right. Now walk me through some of your performance.
Alright.
What you think you did well?
Well, I'd say athletics I was able to keep up well.
For sure. Yeah.
The academic portion, I wasn't really the best at, but I know I did okay in.
Yeah, I'm noticing you had a bit of problem with the spacewalk with the life support. Definitely choked.
Try to
Definitely
get to
choked.
the repairing first, but.
But honestly, no, your test scores, your written test, don't feel. You did great on that. You did great on tests. Your athleticism, I think, is not in question. We're just gonna have to worry about a bit of that space stuff. You know, you can't breathe in space.
Yeah, thought I could fix the system, but.
Talk me through why you transported onto the deck of the Kobayashi Maru.
Well, I thought I would be of better service in the front fight than hiding behind a piloting station.
And why is that?
Well, because piloting station, moving the ship, while I do have knowledge of that, I have more knowledge of how to interact with combat. I mean, before Starfleet, I did get...
As opposed to any of the other cadets you were with, you felt like you had the most combat experience.
Oh no, I know other people had more combat experience than me. I just thought that I would be able to make a more...
Now, there's no right or wrong answer here, cadet, but I'm just looking at this, and you had possibly some of the better piloting experience. You have a bit of medical experience. Hell, if you needed to, you could have bluffed your way out of that. Why did you go down?
It's easier to meet your opponent and Lawrence blanking because he realizes
Yeah.
the best. He just. I wanted to try it all. I wanted to see how I could help there. Get
Now
knowledge.
it's not a bad wish. Lawrence and Starfleet, we gotta make sure we do our best. Whereas we love to do it all. We explore, we greet people out in the world, we do a lot here, but we also know when cards get on the table, we gotta know what we do best.
Okay.
I think you did admirably. My best recommendation. So I think you're gonna be serving as a ensign on the USS Confidence. Okay. You receive your assignment. You'll see your bunkmates.
Okay.
You didn't pass, or you didn't fail. Okay. You did great. But I want you to figure out what you're good at.
Okay.
Just best. As you kind of hop out, we move over to Tyler. Ooh, hard shift. Tyler, you are greeted through the door by the Fleet Admiral himself. Admiral Noble. Cadet Gray, please take a seat. Interesting. Perfectly average across the board. In a good way. You scored higher than most cadets. Did decently, of course, in our climbing exercises. Your mind, of course, is phenomenal. You passed our written test flying colors. Tyler, you understand that I am aware you are not of this century.
Yep.
You know the quote, I try all things, I achieve what I can, correct?
Sure.
Tyler, you understand that as Starfleet we have regulation in place for, shall we call it colloquially, time travel?
I did not know that.
I'll keep it brief. We don't let our ships just jump back and forth. It is, of course, true that Admiral Captain James Tiberius Kirk figured out, with the help of his crew, that it is possible to use even our sun's powerful gravitational pull to slingshot themselves, going at near warp 9 factor speeds. But from hence discovery, we do have a strict policy that is only to be done if the galaxy itself is in danger. So I ask you this, Tyler. Impressive scores. Why are you in Starfleet?
That's a tough question. I got sent to the future to gather materials and just everything that I could to bring back to my father for research, but
Your father?
yeah, as dumb as it sounds, you never figured out how to get me back there. So I'm just stuck here.
What was your father's name?
Knuckle Gray.
Pulls up that record. Go ahead and make me an insight check on Admiral Noble as he starts reading whatever
Remember, you
history
gotta do
says.
6.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
Natural 20.
Nice. That is nice. Oh my gosh.
Would you be willing... Actually, I'm a bit trapped.
It's a total of 24.
With
but
the
it's-
four...
do you wanna
no,
see?
this can't be on camera. You and I get to go have a holo check.
Do you want to just throw it a
Oh.
d6, see if you can make that a 30?
We're gonna
No need.
slip out real
That
quick
20
as
succeeds.
Fair enough.
that 20 is a success.
Oh, yikes.
I don't like the
How's the war going for you guys? Can't wait to go back and see my mom.
And I'm
Oh jeez.
This app
Friend.
has every
So
single
I
spell.
just realized
And
that
these
I didn't
colors,
save
so
any of the information August
I don't know
sent
what
me.
these alternatives
So
I just kept a tab open.
well, I thought I saved it, but
Pretty
I
sure
guess I
Orchid
didn't. So yeah.
I don't know what Celestial would be. But yeah, you just have to ask August and he'll know.
Anyway, yeah, we're all super stressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
In game,
Well-
without, just overall.
Yeah.
Player me stressed.
Yeah.
My like my
Oh.
character is just like uh-huh.
of course Nemoram's not going to be stressed.
Yeah, because it's just
nothing.
like.
Oh, of
here.
course.
I will say I'm going to flavor it where it's just like the reason why like I was agreeing with like you guys go down. You want to prove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to prove.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be interesting like that, you know.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like, oh, you should push yourself.
This is like
That
I
is nice.
I have pushed myself.
Lawrence isn't really stressed. He's just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah. Ha
Ha ha ha ha.
That's-
Ah!
Yes, because you are.
I think
cucumber.
of everyone so far and everyone's things, I have the most at stake. To
Yeah,
lose
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, it's gonna be, dude.
You're the go-lucky twin,
Not really.
I mean,
and
because
you always prove yourself.
because you're.
You've had real good luck.
What's
Seriously,
your
what?
rank?
That 20 came in clutch, getting everyone back.
Are you a medical officer or are you an ensign? I forget. Or well, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
She wanted to be a medical officer.
Okay.
Sorry, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking I could have bluffed my
It's
way
gonna
out of
be-
that.
It's gonna be a lot of dude. It's gonna be interesting. Like if we do like you know, guest star days, like the tension we're gonna have with some
Yeah.
characters. It's gonna be fun.
Man,
Sorry.
you guys are gonna love
Sorry.
Sunday night.
Now I'm thinking
Oh,
about what
dude.
your uncle said. I
Oh.
could have bluffed my way out of that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's just
Oh,
like
you
what?
talked to my dad.
It's like why didn't
Oh,
you do
yes.
that? Because
Yeah,
I
Rick is
was.
our dad, Rickshaw.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
the-
Uncle Hank.
Wait, it was like
Uncle
Uncle Hank
Hank,
or was
yeah.
it the dad?
Yeah,
I
you
keep
had
forgetting.
wait. Yeah, you had Rick Shaw.
Yeah, I had
He had
Rick Shaw.
he had
He
Hank. So yeah.
Hank. Okay, it sort of makes sense. Oh, that conversation is going long.
Oh man.
We should
Oh,
expect that it was a natural 20 of something that he didn't expect to reveal this early in the campaign.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. I still remember.
They're
when,
bad.
I still remember when Nemo got a nat
Ah,
20.
you feel.
Sorry, I remember when Marlon got a nat 20. He said, "Fine,
Wait,
just
Hawkins
get
is wearing
Nemo
a red
back."
shirt. Does this mean he's gonna die?
Never
I
leave the
am-
chat. It's just there.
The Chekhov's gun. I will perish before the end of this campaign. No.
Campaign never ends. You're immortal.
Admiral Noble's going to finish up his interview with you. Well, Ensign Gray, I believe you will be put onto the USS Confidence. We will figure out your assignments and bunking and rooming. Thank you.
No worries.
Gives kind of a half smile, as we can't tell you all what happened out there. He did go through some of what happened in simulation with you and stuff, but on that nat 20, you know, maybe understand some things about yourself or others. We move on to Nemorum.
All right.
Of course,
That's easy.
Admiral Rick Shaw is waiting for you.
Yeah.
One of your, he is kind of also the one who is supposed to be over part of this department, making
Yeah.
sure it works. Cadet, Heraclius. Heraclius. Sit down, Cadet. You sit down, still
Crunch.
powering out. Right, but
Is that like doing this warrior pose? Like, yeah.
And then
Cadet.
the chair just creaks as it's desperately
Well,
trying to hold your weight.
Let's be honest. You passed easily all your athletics. We weren't worried about that. I did notice. I mean, your crew, you all struggled, it looks like, with a bit of our spacewalk life support scenario. It's not bad. Your written test was rough. Not gonna lie. I mean,
Can't even read
you
the
understand your basic Federation and galactic histories, but your medicinal and, of course, geographical understanding of location is a bit, well, shall I say, bad. You want to talk me through what you did on your ship?
I decided to. Well, so it wasn't coordinator. What was the official position?
Technician, working with shields.
I assumed the position of shields and technician.
Now, Cadet, I can personally say I've never been to the Galactic Imperium. Do have a lot of respect for your people. Understand it's a much more religious aspect. But you're a warrior. Am I right in stating?
It is so.
You got... Well, damn it, son. Look at you. You're 9 feet tall. You're crushing my best chair. And he gives a smile now. He's not mad, but...
Apologies.
You did really good working with the shield. I mean, you've got overall your aptitude scores already when you came to the academy were off the chart, but you didn't go down for the fight. Shall I notice? You rather stayed behind. You want to talk me through your reasoning?
It did cross my mind, but I have seen many cadets, boys such as Aaron Shaw. I know of his relationships to you.
You see it. We're not going to talk about Aaron. I want to talk about you. You were given second in command before Cadet Shaw left the ship. You stayed with the Shields. I must commend you. Not many cadets stayed at their post. I shall, of course, not name names, but throughout the history of the Academy, many cadets find the natural urge to run into the fight. So I just want to hear a little bit more about maybe why you stayed behind.
I have nothing to prove.
Very well. Cadet, you will be granted the rank of ensign aboard the ship. You will have, of course, your assignments and duties, and probably your fellow shift officers that you work with aboard for a variety of details. Dismissed.
He'll give a nod. He doesn't salute anyone.
Exactly. And fun fact, you have a religious exemption
Yeah.
from the Imperium. It's why you get your armor and shield. You have to salute. Like, it's very weird for a lot of cadets where it's like, dude, why aren't you doing
It's
it?
just like,
You don't have to.
yeah.
Yo, 6, same here.
You salute no one but
Here we go.
You're
We're going to
16.
start actually with Alice first. Alice,
Oh, save the best for last.
I am going to roll. Of course, if I roll a 1, we have to re-roll because you won't be allowed to talk to your dad. They actually, Starfleet has a lot of nepotism clauses and stuff to prevent, like, favoritism for a good way. Wow, you know, why not? It's like, we might meet the other admirals. No, we're not. You walk in and you see Fleet Admiral Noble. Walking in, as he looks up, Cadet Shaw, please have a seat.
She'll bounce over and hop into the chair.
You hop in. Cadets, looking at your scores, it is quite apparent that you aced the written exam. I feel great pride in telling you you received the highest score of all written examination pods.
No.
You watch for half a moment. His very stern demeanor does break the slightest smile.
I try to be really humble.
But it is to note that your athletic skills are much to be desired upon. You do quite well, of course, though, in group scenarios. It seems that your overall, of course, with our space simulations, climbing, very decent. But, of course, we at Starfleet have transporters for a reason. Would you like to explain to me a bit of what you believe you did well during the Kobayashi Maru?
I focused on recovery and diplomatic solution.
Recovery and diplomatic solution. Now, Cadet Alice, you, if I read your files correctly, you wish to work in the medical field,
I
of
do.
course. Merely my question then, why did you not accompany then a away team to provide medical support?
Because in a situation such as that, civilians are my first priority, along with the people I am transporting. And I felt that in this situation it was more important to get people out as quickly as possible before more damage could be done.
Interesting. It's not a bad wish, Alice, but it is one that is interesting. Alice, I have known your family for quite some time. I'm sure you're aware that I have no children of my own. And your father has been more than a brother to me. Part of you actually realize he, natural passive insight, he didn't technically tell the truth there. You think you remember your parents saying, like when you guys were kids, Uncle Hank did technically maybe have a wife or kids at one point, but he doesn't like to talk about what happened. And so it's that very natural, like, oh, he's lying, but it's not like,
my passive
is now the best time to bring it
comes
up? Like,
insight, yeah.
for sure, it becomes that like ziplet. But you see, turn. Cadet, in my mind, there is nothing higher of a purpose than saving one's family. On the USS Confidence, you are going to need to learn who is your family. And you know I'm not referring just to your brother. The world is full of obvious things, Alice, which nobody by any chance ever observes. Doyle. Take the time to look closely, as you're going to find much out there. Cadet Alishon, it's under our best advisement that we assign you to the rank of ensign aboard the USS Confidence. You'll receive your lodging details, information, and fellow shift crew members. Dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Kind of keeps a very composed face as you leave. In this moment, I do want to ask Alice, what are you feeling right now?
She's feeling a disappointment
Mm-hmm.
because despite the fact that she tries to act like, you know, like her brother is definitely the one that feels he constantly has to prove himself because of who her father is. It's always been on the outside, everyone thinks that Alice doesn't, but in reality she really does.
Yeah.
She genuinely wants to be the best of the
Mm-hmm.
best, and she chose not to show it because she saw how much it destroys other people when they watch other people get hurt by that kind of feeling.
For sure. In this moment, you feel that door closes behind you. Walking out, you quickly kind of like know a lot of the group you're with. Walking back into the hallway, a lot of people done.
Put it on that smile.
Right on the smile, Aaron, we cut to you.
Oh.
No roll needed because I did make a roll before. You have to do a double take because walking into the office is not just any admiral, it is your father.
Oh.
Which shouldn't be allowed immediately in your
Dear
mind.
Lord!
Wow. Oh
I will
my
say she's gonna be
gosh.
constantly. Can I listen in? Am I
Oh,
allowed to do
blocking
that?
you out.
I will actually say, fun fact, like, the
Oh, yeah,
interviews are kind of, like,
telepathic,
I should
yeah.
say, even though you're in the same line, a lot of interviews happen at the same time. Like, these admirals are kind of going past to past, you guys are being put place to place.
Literally
so
back to back,
your
like,
interviews are
five
happening
places.
actually at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, when I made my roll, I had to re-roll for Rick Shaw, because let alone he wouldn't have been allowed. He was somewhere else, for sure.
Wow.
I do that little double take, and
Take a seat, cadet.
yes, sir. And I sit down.
It's more terrifying. You can't be the teacher.
You,
Yeah.
Cadet Aaron Shaw. One of the lowest scoring athletics scores across the board, with a barely passing grade on a written test. Left command of your ship to board the Kobayashi Maru, bringing officers not best fitted for hand-to-hand combat, resulting in the destruction of the USS Confidence. Cadet, would you like to tell me what you think you did wrong?
Yes, sir. my mind, when the emotions took control and I allowed emotions to take control over my logical thinking and my ability to process the situation. My desire to prove myself in a more heroic light stood through against my better judgment.
Damn it, Aaron, we're not heroes. You see, your dad drops a lot of Admiral Rickshot and becomes your dad in this moment. Aaron, do you know why we're not heroes?
Because there's a fine line between courage and stupidity.
On the money. I had to live my life learning every day that when I go out there among the stars, when I served out there aboard, hell, where didn't I go? Cerritos, Titan. Hell, I even had a brief stint on the Enterprise only because my ship wasn't cleaning. We aren't heroes. We are Starfleet. We're something better. Do you know, if we wanted to, we could engage in all-out war with the galaxy. If I were to put money, I think we'd win. Do you know why we don't? It's because we have to support others first. Aaron, there was more than one admiral who did petition to have you retake your examination or another year at the academy. I wasn't involved in those meetings. You and I know the rules. Your Uncle Hank fought, kid. Fought hard. Had to prove and show that your actions were only for the good of others. But it was rough. Cadet Aaron Shaw, Lieutenant Junior Grade, aboard the USS Confidence. You'll be assigned and deployed in the morning. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Go.
Permission to speak plainly?
Granted.
Nothing hurt worse than the disgrace I felt at the disappointment of Fleet Admiral Noble and you. But that I've decided is only going to spur me forward. I will not only succeed here, Dad. I
Aaron,
will excel.
Aaron, I think it's my fault. I put so much on you and your sister without meaning to, and should have let you just kind of figure out what you wanted to do.
I want to be like you.
I know you do. I know, but I mean,
I made that choice.
no, kid. You gotta know though. Hell, maybe I should have retired long ago so that you could actually grow better. Put this on me. Dismissed. Have other interviews. You walk out. You have been overhearing this whole thing, Alice.
She's in a corner, sobbing her eyes out.
Yeah, like
Holy
of course.
Jeez, holy crap.
I am flabbergasted by my assignment.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Which I will say, passive insight. Fleet Admiral Noble must have personally then pulled that heavy of a string. And it's not in a bad way. You know, like, one or two admirals saying, like, hey, maybe we should have him retake the exam. Maybe you should retake a year. Like, that's not terrible. That's rough to be like, wow, they think I wasn't that great. And again, one or two isn't going to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But making Lieutenant Junior grade that must have been a string. A heavy, heavy string.
I will say you do feel a little bit of anger from Alice.
You feel
Just
like,
like-
wait,
I
no.
feel this migraine coming.
Right, yeah, it's ever.
Because she didn't get treatment like that.
No.
You got a string pulled, and she didn't.
You
She did
did.
a little bit better, but she
Oh, you did a
He
lot better.
best
Yeah,
written
yeah, you
the
did
entire
yeah.
history of.
she still didn't get a string.
Didn't get a string. I made checks. I followed a system. You didn't get a string. It's wild.
Jeez.
All of you are brought together in the room.
Where it happens.
You make a musical jokes with the
Yes, that popular musical.
Within moments, you see all the admirals are walking out. All of you take your spots, line up. Admiral Noble steps forward. Cadets, Starfleet, it is my great pleasure to welcome you now as full-fledged officers of the Federation. Salutes. Huge cheers. A lot of cadets are like clapping. Some are crying like, "Oh, I did it!" Like everyone is just in a raucous
How
attitude.
am I clapping?
I have no idea.
You just hear this
Uh,
like thunderclap of his mage hands.
Yeah, right.
Boom.
Anyone who would look would just see Aaron standing straight, saluting, no other motion.
No. In this moment, you see
Smile.
cadets. We're so proud of you all. Ad astra per aspera. To the stars throughout you. Remember, of course, it is not down on any map. True places never are. Seek out and do well in the name of Starfleet. Your assignments and transports are in the morning. Dismissed! And you hear that like whistle go off from somewhere. A lot of clapping. You realize there's other like recording equipment here that's like taking pictures of like the crowd, of the stage. As this is a big thing, you know, this is probably gonna make news of like, yeah, this
Oh,
is
Quick question.
Tyler's flipping every camera he can see.
As far as we all know,
Like I
we
can
all
see
got assigned
everything.
different ships. As far as we all know.
No,
as
like,
far as you
no,
all
constantly
know,
swapping
it's not like
cameras, okay,
you're gonna have to
just
like
never decide.
compare notes
Like Martin
because
Freeman.
basically, as you leave,
I was
kind of
thinking
that like
audience.
instead of getting a diploma, you're gonna get your data pad, which has like your name, where you're going, like all that stuff. So as of right now, it's very much that like, here we go. Wonder what's gonna happen.
As we exit, throng of students, I'm going to grab Alice by the elbow and pull her around a corner where people are not at. I'm not happy either.
Oh.
I didn't ask
I know.
for this. At this point, what I'm feeling, Alice, I would rather take another year.
Everything happens for a reason.
The reasons we like, and I'll go back out into the.
Cadet Aaron Shaw, Cadet Aaron Shaw, Cadet. Like you kind of hear your name somewhere. That
I go to it.
Cadet Aaron Shaw, Lieutenant, Junior Grade, USS Confidence. Welcome, Starfleet.
Thank you, sir.
Cadet Tyler Gray. Welcome, Cadet. Let's see here. Cadet Ensign Tyler Gray, USS Confidence. I assume, are you Nemorum?
I
Welcome, Ensign Heraclius.
Is
USS
it big enough
Confidence.
For my hand?
It's this data pad feels like a phone in your hand. Well, for us, it's like ooh, a data pad,
It's
kind of
just
like a
like-
tablet.
Like a
In
tablet.
this dude, it's like look, a phone. Like
No, like
Yeah,
a small
this
baby phone.
Turns into that.
Yeah.
literally, it's like boom.
Horrifying.
I'm thinking like a small baby phone like those.
Officer
That's what it becomes.
Cucumberon.
Yep.
Officer
If for him, it's a computer.
Ensign USS Confidence.
Got it?
Oh,
And it's just floating.
Cadet Shaw, USS Confidence. Welcome, medical team. You've been put on the medical crew.
Ayo.
As something they don't have to say, because
Oh,
again, it's
she's
like you're an
instantly
ensign, but it's not like
happy.
I'm a medical team. As
Oh my God.
you can be a scientific ensign, but not make medical. As you all take a look, quickly you realize you are all on the same shift together.
Yes.
denoted by Alpha Shift.
Alpha shift. Okay.
Alpha shift.
You guys are one of the first. That means not only you go first in like when you're doing your jobs, as you're also the shift of ensigns called when anything goes wrong. Like you're top ones.
All right. Cool.
So like we'll have like command on the bridge, but if we go on red alert, we're there.
If it's red alert and if something happens, they're gonna call you guys. And of course, red alert has a lot of different stuff. Red alert usually, of course, is also battle stations.
Yeah.
But it could also be that like, hey, a lot of stuff's going wrong. We need you guys to take in charge, please. Like it's that kind of fun ideal.
Quick question, August.
Yes.
Lieutenant junior grade. That's its like middle board, right? But
Middle board. Yes.
so
The junior grade just means you're not a traditional ensign, but you're not a full-ranked lieutenant yet
Got it.
either.
Perfect.
You're
Kind of that differentiation of how Starfleet
So
works.
it's still one
Ensign
pip or
plus.
is it like the one pip and like
One
the
pip
black
and the black pip. So it's that pip half. So you guys all have the one pip. You do know there are people that will be working aboard the Confidence that are technically going to still be cadets. It is still something you had to. Reaching ensign still is that like you can be a cadet where it's like we're gonna put you on, but like you're not ready to be like full officer. So like if this were to ever happen, like a bunch of cadets couldn't run
So you
the
guys are
bridge,
above.
run stuff. You guys have earned the right to be like, of course, pending disaster. You could, as of this moment, be assigned to other ships, be assigned to bigger stuff, start like ranking up in the fleet. There's a lot of pride and privilege that goes with it. If you were just a cadet, it would almost be that like you're coming along for a 1-year field trip, right? You're not really in charge. You guys did all earn the rank of ensign, which is important to know. Excellent. Here's what's about to happen. Everyone is going, Tyler, you flip off every single camera you think finds you. And so within the hour when like all the newspapers and like I shouldn't even call them newspapers, the social media articles that start going out, you look for it and realize you've been cropped out of every single one.
Dang it.
Oh.
As I made a check to see how advanced some of these cameras were, and they're advanced enough that any lewd sign or language or symbol in any species does that the camera automatically goes like
Oh my
right?
Larry caught you
So it's not really fun. So
Oh,
like
that
even
is
like
funny.
no matter where you come from, it's like we don't want to like just
Dang
put a
it.
bunch of offensive stuff in our
Oh my
paper.
gosh.
Larry
That's
caught you
hilarious.
Just imagining this line and there's just this golden
Um,
thumb out of everything.
Alice.
Yeah.
While you're standing there, everyone talking, everyone like it's very much that like food is starting to be served, like light refreshment. Admirals have started all leaving. Like you see, your dad does give that nod to you both, but has to go leave. Probably start filling out paperwork. Alice, you see a young woman starts running towards you, and in Dorian, you kind of recognize. You think it's like, oh, her name was like Patty or something, but like not a traditional common spelling. Runs up, just Alice. Hi.
Hi.
What'd you do? Are you
I'm on the medical team.
Danke.
Yeah.
awesome? Ensign just science grade. I'm just gonna
Oh,
be
never
working
mind,
in
I
the
can't
other
say
labs,
that.
but that's awesome.
Sorry, no,
Yeah.
Hey, that's an actual fire alarm in real life in our building. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be going on a brief break. We will see you all in just a moment. Bye bye. And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the break. Fun now, recorded forever in the archives of history, is the fact that we had a fire alarm and had to go stand out in the freezing snow. But we're all okay, and the building's okay. Wow, that would have sucked worse. It's like if it was a real fire, and like
goodbye.
we come back to this later and everything's gone. So we're very grateful for our safety.
Yeah.
The exit interviews have just finished. Everyone is talking. Patty
Yes.
has just run up to you, Alice, and just congratulating you. I'm Ninja 2 working in laboratory. Hey, there's a big party going down at some of the bars tonight. Are you guys coming?
Maybe?
Okay, well, like, it's just kind of like open, like, all the cadets and officers that just got, like, graduated. We're just...
Is it like just medical team and stuff, or is it?
No,
like
okay, I hear it's, like, everyone, and there might be some, like, other, like, Starfleet officers there. I'm not really sure yet. I've just heard that, like, everyone kind of wants
Is
to
it
come.
like someone's throwing it at their house? Or
No,
like...
it's just, like, at the clubs down San Francisco.
Oh.
It's off cap. Listen, okay, it'll be super fine. Like, no, you're good. It's, okay. A lot of the MP just kind of, like, turn their eyes, and we all just get to leave campus.
Passive insight of 17.
Passive insight 17. You realize she does completely, genuinely want to invite you to a party.
Okay.
You're seeing that she's inviting you, and it's kind of like looking, and it is enough of an open, like anyone who's in the area to like hear some of this. As people are already talking, like, I'm just gonna go message my family back or on my plan, or like do stuff. But this is like a lot of people want to do this. Everyone's gonna be fine. Come with us. Like, we're gonna go hit the clubs, do a party.
What time?
I don't know. Like, okay, it's about like 1,400 hours right now. Someone's saying like we're gonna meet 2,200.
Okay.
Somewhere for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, see you there. You see this Andorian again. I should describe her better. She does have that kind of like fun platinumy hair, blue skin, and 3 antennae on top of her head. So I'll see you guys there. It'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. She runs off, maybe to like go find other friends, talk to people, party stuff. And so I do want to ask, what's everyone up to
Let
this
me know if
evening?
you need a ride.
Are you not doing it? Well, I don't know if mom and dad wanted to like do a little thing just with us.
Well, we can do that before you go.
You could message one of your parents. Probably not your dad. He's, again, having to deal with now all the official paperwork, officially put you guys in systems. But you could message your mom if you want. Quick, like, are we doing something?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'll message my mom.
You message your mom. Within seconds, it's did you pass?
Yeah.
All caps. All caps. Yay. Big emoji, big gif. Yay, yay, yay.
Describe your dog.
Moms are the same no matter what century. You see, I'm so proud of you too. I love you. Oh, I'm crying. Don't look at me. I'm crying. I'm crying. Like all these little messages popping in. And finally, if you want to do something, I think your father's off work around 7 this evening. Let's do a dinner together. We'll invite Uncle
7
Hank
is
over.
3 hours before 10.
7 3 hours? There's no way a family dinner is going to last 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless it's really good food.
It's true. It's true. Is anyone else want to do something like
I do
either
wanna
going
talk
to the
to
party?
him.
Yeah.
Alice will come up to you. Your little, usually happy self. How are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you doing?
What century are you from?
21st.
It just matches to his clown.
Yeah.
Okay, have you heard of the band AC/DC?
Yes, I've
I
heard of AC/DC.
love their music.
Oh, what are the lucky chance that he has an AC/DC shirt somewhere?
I want you to roll a luck check with advantage.
Wait.
Oh my
What if that's the exact
gosh,
shirt you were
please.
Let's be
wearing?
real.
Do
let's
you
be
want me
real.
to roll a d20 or a 100 percentile?
I want a d20.
Okay.
Meaning
Okay.
you can use a bardic for this. If you
Yes!
want.
Yes!
Yes.
Please!
Oh,
I'm
please.
gonna allow that.
Please.
I'll use the bardic.
All right. Yes.
13.
13. Passes
Was it
the
natural
DC 12. It's.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you got an ACDC shirt.
Yeah, I have one in my luggage. Yeah, it's the old one with like the cannon.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, like, why are you here? If that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
That's not. That's
My
I
dad
guess-
was this
Okay,
kind of like
well,
crazy scientist.
You break the whole ping pong
He
there.
thought about like freezing
Fine.
people and then he froze me.
Probably.
Kind of like a, like,
A
like
wicked smile
Kinda
comes
like-
across. It's like,
what is it called?
Oh.
my
Captain
skills
America?
can be tested.
Yes,
More,
just like
actually,
Captain
yeah.
America, actually.
Oh.
One of the fun state champions.
The old archives
Are.
that speak of the hero
Oh.
of Earth, Captain America. No.
Clearly, you've
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
met my
I like
crew.
a lot of like the old movies. like really old.
Wait. August
Yeah, I
is-
Not
think
that
I'm
you're
about.
really
No,
old,
yeah,
but-
it's okay.
I'm gonna take a
I
short rest.
understood what you said.
Yes, for sure.
Alice, right?
Yeah.
I might want to
Oh
do
my
that as
God.
well.
Hi, Tyler.
Everyone
Like
will have
preparations and
I
getting
will
ready.
make contact with the Imperium.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let's make contact with the Imperium real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
contact. I think Pogred would like to hear how things are going.
She will invite you to the party.
Here we go. I have
There we go.
you. How are you going to make contact? Are you going to do it via communication,
What?
data-wise, or a little more up top?
I might go up top because, like,
A little more
I'm one of the emissaries Imperialis. We literally have those
exactly.
connections.
That's what I was
So,
trying to. Yeah.
Yeah. Because as much as I would have loved my Imperial technology, but I do not trust enough
Federation tech might.
Federation
you know.
You know.
You tap into this kind of techno psychic link. What news, soldier?
I am now an ensign of the USS what is it? Confidence.
Constitution.
Confidence, you say?
Indeed. My Emperor.
Excellently done. You bring much honor, Nemorum, to the Imperium. Tell me, Nemorum, what have you learned of this Federation?
I'm gonna need a moment to think about this, actually.
For sure. Like,
Yeah.
roleplay, it's not like, I can't do this yet. Let's
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
for sure.
Okay. As for the most part, they outnumber us 10-1. That's one of them.
Can you just imagine Nomura just dropping the deep voice and just be like, "Well, sir."
Oh, well said.
Let's be honest. Okay.
Actually.
Currently, statistics-wise, we're about a 9.5 to 2 ratio. If we look at that subjectively,
If they wanted to, they could easily crush us, no matter how righteous our might.
But
Like
our
that kind
might is pure, Nemorum.
Indeed. But many resources can be depleted, and they span across the galaxy. We span as well,
Ah,
but they spanned far greater empire.
this is something I am aware of, Nemorum. Speak to me, tell me. What of their leadership? What of their honor? Do they hold much in way of command?
It appears to me, from what I've seen, being a commander, especially along the line of family, is especially important to them.
I'm mostly emphasizing because of what I am. Like, soften you guys. Because, like, yeah.
This is acceptable information, Nemorum. Continue.
It seems that they only seek peace among the stars.
And thus, weakness is revealed. All empires must understand war is cleansing. Peace is but poison to heart and mind.
This is after Krista.
I love that. No,
Yeah.
this is like everyone. What party are you going to? Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to that club later. No,
Now this is
like,
after like,
all
oh, we would
internal
win if we were to
monologue.
fight against the universe.
All internal
Somebody's
monologue.
picking a fight with you.
So you hear your emperor just said, "Excellently done, Nemorum. Continue to serve the Imperium."
As always.
Nemorum, I speak now of a new mission for you.
What is thy bidding?
Through your heart and mind, I have sensed much. I have sensed something that disturbs me to my core. do believe, Namorum, that there might be one among the Federation, a traitor to the Imperium.
Name them.
I cannot. For whether they are shielded or my great power wanes in but a lapse. Seek them, Namorum.
I will seek them and put an end to them swiftly.
Your communication ends.
Wait, so just to make sure.
Yes.
So,
Oh, yes. The big
yeah,
thing. Now we have to actually.
In the
So,
Imperium, there's a traitor that's just hiding among the
You-
Federation.
apparently,
Okay.
and whether it's a shielding thing, whether the Emperor just doesn't have the power, but enough of a sense. The Emperor does have. Your whole Imperium. It is that like deeper connection most share. What we would think of not as like the Force, if we were to use that term, but it's very much a
Psychic
something has the energy where you being there, the Emperor was able to ping something.
Okay.
Do that what you will. Though.
Okay, that is a direct contrast to what I was gonna ask.
Like, I want to call home.
I want to call Pogre, Mr. Lunsack. I got the job.
You call
I got
Father
the job.
Graponis.
It just we switch. We're like, oh no.
I freaking love it. No, that's so
Oh,
funny.
God.
From a Thanos
We
looking
got the
YouTube
complete
video.
opposites over here. Oh no, and then
gosh.
considering our real life attributes, it's worse.
We cut
Oh my gosh.
Lawrence.
Ugh.
Full on.
Thanks. I got the job.
Hello. Oh, who's this? Oh, your
camera.
You are
hold
too
on.
close. Too
Hold
close.
on,
Let me
back
back up.
up. Okay.
You both like. No, you're too far
Back a little
away.
bit.
Walks up.
I got the
Hey,
job.
Lawrence. Father Graponis, get over
How is
here.
that?
You popped it. Oh, he's not
I got the
Lawrence.
job.
Lawrence, what?
I got the job.
Oh,
I'm on Starfleet.
congratulations!
Yeah.
Ah, bon Dieu, oui, oui, like you.
Okay,
Papa.
take it.
Wait, is this happening like in an open area?
Yes, like
No, I'm doing-
oh, is it not?
Let's do an open area so
Okay.
everyone sees this.
Everyone sees this like
I got
open
the job.
communication hollow, just like that is incredible. Tell me, do they have good snacks there?
I've gotta find out.
Ah, oui. Compose. Remember, of course, do not be too indulgent on the snacks, otherwise your skill in air hockey will diminish.
Play around a ping pong for me at home,
You see,
okay?
though, but in all seriousness, Lawrence, congratulations. We're so happy for you. You know, at any time, if you ever want to rejoin our happy
It's always
little
in the
crew,
back pocket.
You see, no, it's great. I got your room. It's my personal laundry room now.
Oh.
It's
I have to have room
wonderful.
to take care of it all.
And everyone watching, what clothes do vegetables wear?
No, I am wearing.
Like you're wearing full uniform. Mr. Like he's got like a hat, and like you see Father Graponis has like maybe a bit more like robe. He looks a bit more of like what we would consider a clerical of nature, and so it's like what laundry? Just,
And why so much of it?
why is there so much to require? A
How are
room?
we holding the poem?
Where's this coming from?
Oh my god.
They kind of look like
Lawrence,
that
do
one
well,
show,
do
Pinch
well,
and
I
son.
will. Play around a ping pong for me, will ya?
Of course, we were just about to start binging our favorite show.
Yo!
Yes, it's something called what is it? It's an Earth communication.
Ooh.
They call it a scepter. You see, no, it's a crown. Oh, crown. We're going to
the
make something called
crown.
the crown, an old Earth record.
Oh, well, that'll be fun.
Very interesting. I've just made a bunch of cheese whizzies.
Oh, those are good.
So we're probably not going to be on for the next week.
Good luck. Oh, remember Mr. Twisties. You gotta get those as well.
Of course, Mr. Twisty, the most fit. You actually all know Mr. Twisty. This like very very popular snack franchise. You'll find it anywhere. Like most food's replicated, but it's that like very preservative. Like oh, that's delicious. So it's that like oh wonderful. Do well, my son. And you see Michelle just. You guys, we believe in you.
Thanks.
Bye, no,
Bye, guys.
I'm not close.
I'll take care of that.
No, I'm going. You don't. I'm going.
Okay, you got this.
You're hanging up. I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, I'll hang up.
No,
Ready?
I thought I was
Wait,
hanging
we
up.
both do it at once.
Do one,
Okay,
one.
3,
2,
2, 1.
Beep. Beep, beep. Call back. Wait, oh no, I think
Okay,
by
no,
ending
I'm
I
going to
restarted.
you do it, okay?
You survived. Goodbye, Lawrence. Hit the button.
Oh my god.
They're super loud. Like it's literally the equivalent of like talking on speaker in public. But everyone's like, all right. There, you did it!
Yeah,
Listen, that-
do I know who I'm gonna be roommates with?
No. You check it.
Oh no,
It
this
doesn't
is
say yet.
This is a one time. Okay, also-
I'll lean up with Alice. Do you want to invite your new friend to dinner?
I mean, if mom and dad are do you want to come to dinner?
Oh yeah. I was gonna short rest and get ready with 7 of my 11 instruments.
It's free food.
7 out of the
yes.
11
Aren't you
instruments.
guys
Oh yeah,
the
hope they got
son
Mr.
and daughter of,
Twisties. It's
and then I point at what I thought where your dad was.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's real chill.
No, you don't need to salute him at home.
He's dad at home.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go.
We like smash cut to like this was a mistake as you're like standing in front of the door. It's that natural feeling of like you guys are just walking up, but Tyler's very much that
Are you
like
wearing casual
oh they've got
clothes
like
or are
a
you wearing
nice.
I'm wearing
Wait, I'm
The
wearing casual
AC/DC
clothes.
shirt. Yeah,
Casual
I'm with the
clothes.
AC/DC shirt.
Yeah.
Full
No,
vein-
actually, I'm with a Metallica shirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 2022
Oh no, wait, I gotta
style.
love it.
I wear
You guys,
jeans.
it's that very
All-Stars.
natural, like,
Yes.
simple, like,
Oh.
fun slacks, that very futuristic. It's a lot of, like, the interesting, cool colors that, like, twist around body. Like, everything's very form-fitting in the future, let's be honest. It's that, like, oh, this is fun and flexible. Jeans and a t-shirt.
I am
Um,
in the puffiest, fluffiest dress, and it is like I look like I walked. You know the Lolita dolls?
Yes,
Style?
actually,
That
yeah.
is her style,
No.
but it is
Oh my
gothic.
Oh, that's
And-
hilarious.
Wait, are you a goth Lolita?
Yes, I am. That. Why do you think she's got
I
dyed
love
hair?
it.
Like
She
she
dyes
looks-
hair.
I'm just wearing a blue shirt,
Blue shirt,
but it's not
simple
the same shade
slacks.
as Science Division.
She doesn't
It's
have
true.
like extreme makeup. Like she doesn't alter
Oh
her
my
eyes or
gosh.
anything, but it's definitely that style.
For sure. You are walking
Not
up.
much. We
as
just had a fire
you
alarm.
see,
Hadn't seen it this.
Everyone, like, Tyler, for you, they're walking in, immediately greeted by, this kind of, like, older woman who looks like, yeah, kind of like, that's normal. And then it's like, oh, wait, she's definitely a Trill. As you see, she's got a lot of the markings that, Alice does. Not the same, of course, hair shade, though. But, pulls in, just like, welcome up. Hello, who's this?
This is our friend Tyler.
Nice
He
to meet
graduated
you.
with
Tyler,
us.
wonderful. My name is Lela. Lela Shaw, but you can just call me Lela. Okay. You're right. Something's smelling good. At least that I'm. Oh, cadet. Welcome. As you see, Rickshaw has come out. He is wearing an apron that's got what looks to be like in Vulcan, like debate me, I'm the cook. Like,
I don't know what it means.
like it's
I don't know Vulcan.
yeah, right. So you're like, I don't know Vulcan, but you're, right. Gray, is it?
Yeah.
Tyler. Hell yeah, come on in, kids. Love to have your. I've just finished cutting up some food. I'm doing some traditional grilling as well. Let's celebrate a little. Coming in, you see it's that very fun spread of like. There's a couple different like salads, breads. Some replicated stuff, and your dad has grilled a bit. Actually, it looks like he did that grill kebab where it's like replicated meat proteins and veg, but then like he hand grilled them to bring out. It's like,
Yeah, he only usually does this on Sundays.
yeah, it's like, let me be honest, you can replicate what you need. It helps so much and saves so much money, but you can't beat a good charcoal. At least that's what my dad did. Well, come in, Tyler. Now, what's your favorite? What do you want? I'll make something for you. What else? What do you like?
You guys have hot dogs?
Hot dogs? Is that? Nah, I'm messing with you. I know what a hot dog is. Nah, of course. You know, get some going. He goes, and again, it's very much like he replicates the meats and stuff, but again, then starts putting them on the grill, starts doing just, well, honestly, now, I mean this sincerely. I'm dad right now. Y'all did great on your test. Let me be honest. Like, y'all made ends in easily, and I am very proud of all of you. I love you all. That goes for you, Tyler. I love you. We say I love you in this household. Better get used to it.
I love you too.
Yeah, like, wait, no, what the heck?
He goes, I love you too. Why did I say that?
Your mom comes up. Lela comes over. So, Tyler, what division are you going into?
Operations.
Operations. Okay, so a little more engineering?
Oh yeah, brain
for-
stuff.
Oh,
I thought you were in
okay.
Security, I guess.
Security. Okay. This whole time, at some point, finally, Rick just, thought you signed up for science for xenobiology.
Yeah, research.
And you're Lella. Okay, like it's that's 12 different things we just cycled through. It's that fun. Like you go with your friends to their parents for dinner,
You're
and like,
such a yes man,
what's
I
your
love it.
major? And you're like, I gotta. Okay, what is my major?
You're like,
This.
officially in Starfleet. I almost said Star Command.
Star
Not
Command.
Disney.
Yeah, we're-
Starfleet. You, Ensign Gray, are Science Division.
Nice division.
It's biology
Oh,
stuff, the stuff like it's naturally easier for you, and it
Yeah.
still then bleeds enough into ops where like you might be put in more ops scenario of like, hey, you know a lot of like basic science and math.
That was like my bad to
Uh,
Sam, but it was really
no,
funny.
I think
Aaron was
that's
like,
such a Aaron like. Were you ops? Like
I thought you were in my security class last semester.
I thought you were communications major because like we had that overlapping because I'm a psychology. No, I'm not psychology. And then like a professor, aren't you like an English major in my class? Yes.
Correct.
That's it.
You just say yes to everything. Yes.
As the meal goes, it's a wonderful meal. The Shaws are really nice. Like it's very much that like it's hard to relax sometimes around Rick just because Admiral Shaw comes out just a little bit sometimes like. Now I've been saying for years we need to get better communications with some of our sister systems. What do you think today? I'm sorry, Tyler. And it's not like oh.
Oh.
Yikes.
When I was, back in the days, we didn't have communication with any other worlds or whatsoever. So.
Right, you were some of those pre-interstellar, pre-warp. Crazy, right? I'm gonna make a quick check. I'm gonna make it using our science die, actually.
Oh.
It's a 15. Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. Someone's at the door.
I will get it this time, as I will stand up and just like.
I got it.
No.
Wait to see
You
his
just
Alice
anticipate her to be like,
gun.
I literally stood up and then I just wait for a second and then
Yeah.
stop.
You walk over. Sliding open is Admiral Stansfield.
Okay, I was like,
Not the uncle.
Admiral.
Cadet.
I will salute.
Salute. Walks in immediately. Oh, Hannah, come in. Grab a hot dog. You see Admiral Stansfield. This woman, bun, very tight. What we would think of like not McGonagall. She's not very that
I will
old, but
get
very
to a
like
chair.
stern, like to the point. Said, pardon the interruption. Admiral Shaw, you did not have your communications open. You see your father just. Right, we were having a bit of a family dinner. Invited some friends. We are in need of your presence back at the academy for a bit of the. She doesn't say a word. I would like in this moment the three of you here though to make an insight check. This will be beating passive insight. That's why you're going to need to make a check.
Betraying the party.
Woo!
You're having a
I'm
lot
not
of
really
Yeah.
betraying the party. I'm just finding my target.
I'm not lying. Shelby can look at the white dice if she wants. It's another natural 20.
Okay, one sec. Inside.
Oh,
Five.
which will
It's a total of 24.
We'll find
It's that like
I also got a 24. No, 24, 25, 26.
26. Nat 20. You
I was
two.
just like,
Commanding officer.
She looks extremely worried,
I'm giving myself off.
and
neutral, so.
you don't think it's anything to do with you guys, but it's something bigger. It's that very much like, dang it, Dad's gonna leave for work again, but that's normal. Like it's his job. You two, it's very much that like what's about to happen isn't even us. Like if it was like if it was the academy because of us, she would like look at us. This is high security something. On the nat 20, Tyler, she does for about half a second look at you, and you get the strongest vibes of I don't trust you.
I don't trust you either.
You see, right. Well, thank you. Oh, I will have to be going. You see, stands up, takes off the guys. 1 second. Takes off the apron, puts it aside. Turns just. Well, have a good night, guys. Remember, not too much fun. Come on. I think I put family dinner at something for a reason. Yeah. But he just as he smiles, Admiral Stansfield, dead set. Just I have transport waiting. They step in. Your dad puts on quick uniform. They both step just outside the door and transporter beam away. Not even like a ship or a speeder. Your mom. I made dessert.
Yay!
All right.
It's lovely. It's one of those like what we would call like a fruit salad, but like definitely with a lot more of like what we call not exotic but extraterrestrial fruits, like things that's like wow, like this tastes like a banana but it's got the consistency of a watermelon. Weird, like all these like weird fruits, like different stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, right. Like you gotta think of like fruit on another planet. These vegetation that would be more sweeter or like hydration.
Or sentient.
Right? Or sentient.
Are you gonna take that personally?
I'm not here. I'm not here. Feel free to eat.
Nah, if I say cucumber, I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't eat that anymore.
I feel bad.
Like those things have like lives and stuff.
Well,
I'll
you
wait till you
remember,
meet my
like,
friends.
You flashback to the conversation. Well, do you guys eat meat? Like I eat vegetables.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like why not? And so it's
Oh
that
my gosh.
weird.
I'm just
Wait.
imagining you like talk. Hello.
Okay. And we're going to cut, I believe. Who would go to the bar parties in town?
I did. I actually
I
sent a
would.
picture of what the dress looks like.
Oh yes.
I don't think I would, because it's just like
Okay.
one. Alcohol doesn't really have effect on me.
For sure.
You
yeah.
know,
It's
and
that
it's
kind of
just
rough.
like like even though like
Doesn't
I
work
could
in-
easily win drinking games, it's like I feel like that would be like even for me that is cheating. So
Yeah,
I think for the most part I would be like walking outside because like this is a natural beauty I haven't seen in centuries.
I will say we will start with that then of just the beautiful earth sky. It's wild to like the air here is naturally fresh. It took a while, of course. Earth almost had a really bad pollution problem, but then we were able to really work around that, and so it's like wow, this isn't like ventilated at all. There's nature beauty, like flora and fauna are all of but unheard of back in the Imperium, or at least in a natural sense.
Yeah.
They've got replicators. It's, in a sense, Nemorum, not a true utopia. You know nothing can be.
Yeah.
But you probably hear echoing in your mind the Emperor, peace is a poison. And you have to stop and go, but this Federation has peace.
Yeah.
And feels kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like, taking this kind of like evening stroll, looking around.
I mean, because I'm also like number one's also thinking it's like, but they didn't have to go what my planet had to go through.
Exactly.
They didn't have to deal with literally a radiated
Yeah.
planet trying to rebuild itself, techno barbarians, religion literally screwing our planet.
You've
They
had
didn't
a lot,
have to
yeah.
go through any of that.
You kind of have this deep contemplative, like, what a strange dichotomy to have lived now in both of these worlds. One of just pure terrifying war, and one of what we wouldn't call again peace or utopia, but just not even close to the same.
Yeah.
It's
Normal
a bit
people
tricky.
can actually have a normal life, where it's just like then it's just like oh,
No
some
one
people
gets
died.
a choice in the
No.
Imperium. I'm gonna make a roll. Okay. In this moment, you guys getting ready to go out to the bars. I saw some hands raised. Anything people are wanting to do, we'll start kind of going around Lawrence.
I was gonna take a short rest and prepare some of my instruments.
Yes, Lawrence is totally right. Everyone can short rest, get some of those belly backs,
Because
especially
Larry
instruments.
canonically plays
Mhm.
11 instruments.
Oh yeah, it's like if you're going out to the
So-
bar, like find more of the open mic areas, like for
Seven,
sure.
like
Yeah,
the
no, I like that.
harmonica, the woodblock,
Um,
trumpet, bagpipes, guitar, electric.
Excellent. Yes.
Sousaphone.
As a junior grade lieutenant, being an officer now,
Mhm.
I'm planning to go this in my standard uniform. Not dress uniform, just standard uniform. And am I allowed to have my phaser?
Technically, only if you get approval from your now commanding officer. To which I will actually have to do a quick check. In this
I
moment,
won't be able to do that to get ready to take her.
your next highest officer on the command track is going to be. I have to check actually, because I think. Technically, oh no, with your current situation, everything, next highest officer would be whoever the first officer is, which you wouldn't know of course, because that's probably going to be because captains pick their first officers. So until you know that, you know to get permission from this, you're going to need to find whoever the captain is.
I'm going to go find the captain.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Heyo!
It happened. So that's a total of 21, I believe.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh no, 23. Yeah, I have a plus 3.
Oh, check at that.
Mason, I'm going to NPC you for a bit. As you find, surrounded by some other people, you find the dorm, and stepping into this room, it's that very much easy. You hear that just kind of enter, like when you press in. A large Cassian man. The pad that you found is report to Captain Untavash, or as best as you could pronounce it in a common tongue, large Cassian man. Leonin, full mane, lion features, claw, stands in this big old room, turns.
Salute a bit and then say that he's.
You get, there's a natural, like, chagrin of, like, he has to salute you. Is that definitely.
Captain?
Yes, Lieutenant. Yeah, kind of, like, checks the pip. Lieutenant?
I would like to request permission to have a phaser for protection this evening. There's a party occurring off campus, and I am escorting my young sister.
Right. Heard about that. I've yet to understand if I'm going or not. But, you're, Lieutenant...
Shaw. Aaron
Shaw. Hey, he kind of, like, checks a quick data pad that he's got. Hey, oh, you're, Admiral's son. Hey, good on you. I'm gonna make a kind of a pure luck check, because I think you go either way. Right. I'll prove it. Just of course, no firing civilians, be on guard, referring to
son, sir.
Local authorities, stun only.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Have a good night. See you on the ship tomorrow, I assume.
Absolutely, sir.
As this case, you no inside check needed. Looks very uncomfortable with, like, having to tell you what to do, shall I say. It's very much that, like, I don't like this. Like,
Ooh, responsibility.
And so, in this moment, I will say, you get all that checked authority. And, of course, also refer to local authority. Like, if there's other, like, ops, they would have press. It's just like, I'll allow it. Don't, like, take... Because, obviously, we're not a military,
Yeah.
technically. Yeah, you have permission.
Sweet. I will pick up my requisition my phaser, and I will
Check
prepare
it out.
to take Alice to the party.
Tyler.
Can I speak to him?
Yeah.
So,
Find him, like, you probably would find him checking out the phaser, because it's like, I've got a captain's
Where
approval
are
now.
we, by the
This
way?
is like back at the Federation again. It's not like going back to the dorms on campus to like get clothing we want before heading out.
Oh yeah. No.
Ooh.
Alice
For, like,
is
everyone,
probably
it's
in her
like,
room.
I
She's
got the
just
wardrobe in mind.
fixing her
Prepping
stuff
hair,
up.
like this is gonna be fun.
Her little dress.
Yeah, for
My
sure.
Phaser.
I got
or
3 outfits in mind.
holster it.
hi, Aaron, right? That's
Yeah.
your name?
Tyler.
Tyler. You can. Yeah. Aaron. Aaron works.
I just have a simple question. Has your dad ever talked to you about anything related to the database?
The what?
Your guys' database. I need information about a specific person. And then I hand you a picture of my father. His name is Naku Gray. He's my dad.
I mean, if it's in public records, we can just access it over here at any terminal. Have you already tried that?
Thing is, the admiral that interviewed me looked very hungry about the information of who my father was.
And you're like from way in the past, like pre-war.
I was born in 1994.
Wow. Okay.
I'm technically 28, but like there's thousands
Yeah,
years in between my 28.
Okay.
28,000.
If it's not public records, I can't get you access to it. But I can try.
Just talk to your dad about it. Maybe he'll.
May not get a chance to see him before we leave. However, I do know where to get access to higher clearance security stuff. I'm going to hand him back the picture. I'm going to take him directly back to Matavish's room.
Oh! You get to talk to both of them now.
Here's what I will say. We will pick up on that in our afternoon session. And bring it back to whatever is. So, whatever happens will happen. Ooh, tune in next time. Like, you can bring it back. I wasn't going to say it unless you kind of, you do know, like, it's going to be really hard to get to your dad, especially with whatever happened. Tonight, though, there is someone who would have the clarity.
Yep.
Or authority.
And if only that was me, if I was better at my job.
Oh, buddy.
Here we
Don't
go.
worry, we're unlocking a new character arc.
New character arc. Depression.
Oh no.
Apparently my professors don't count depression as a character arc, and I have to still do assignments.
Dang it.
Oh my
Here we go.
gosh.
We are going now into...
Oh yeah, right. I was gonna ask you, what outfit should I wear? I got Celery Night Fever, Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, or Minnesota Cube. I'm bouncing back and forth between one of the three.
Go naked.
Oh no!
Who would know? Like, that'd be wild. Everybody like, oh yeah, you're Philosian, vegetarian.
I know
person.
that, but I gotta show off something.
Go the pirate one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Full
Pirate-
pirate thing.
definitely.
Dude, space pirate outfits are rad as hell. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like, you've got like full like iPads with like sensors in
Full
it. Like,
bandana.
cool. You'd never be able to wear this on ship. The bandana, it looks like that very what we think Guardians of the Galaxy like Ravager looking like
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, that's
but it's
the
a
best way to
cucumber.
describe
It's a
it.
cucumber, right? Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
If it helps to be in the vision, Tyler's dressed exactly like Eddie from Stranger Things, but with a Metallica shirt instead of.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I
Yeah,
am
like that.
following Alice around as
I
if
have
I was
the-
a bodyguard.
Pretty little dress on with cute little shoes, and I have a parasol
Name an instrument, I'll play it.
Just anything. Just play metal.
and like little gloves.
Everything you walk in and hit with like all the different like sights and smells, people are partying. It's very much that like, oh, there's probably something in the air that if I was a certain species it might be a bit like addictive, or oh, that's definitely something that might
I
be
love
a
being
bit more
human.
like being it's a fucking club. Let's have fun. You guys walk in, everyone is partying and dancing, people are ordering drinks, everyone's like laughing, you know, every so often like maybe a bit of tension, but quickly like let's throw back a drink. I would love to know what's everyone gonna do at this party.
I am not touching any alcohol.
I'm
Okay.
looking for
Same here.
what was her name again?
Patty?
Patty.
You find
I am on Alice's shoulder like a bodyguard.
you find Patty immediately. She and like two other ensigns. One of them looks also pretty more human, unlike her being Andorian. Another one looks very alien-esque, of like kind of like flatter head, shall we say? That like still though they're dancing together. She's, Alice, you came! Oh my gosh! Gives you a huge hug. Just like, who's this?
This is my brother, my twin.
Hi,
Who?
Patty. You want
Call
to
me
dance?
Ace.
Ace? Okay, yeah, we're just dancing. Do you guys want to dance?
I mean, sure.
She kind of like pulls you both, like, hey, you kind of join this group. They're dancing, having fun, starting to talk. And it's that natural, like, yo, what were your exams like? Oh, we had like the worst time. Oh my gosh, like, I think I saw a dog in one of them. It was so weird. Like,
Is that a
everyone-
dog?
yeah, right. It's not like, I think there was a dog for some reason. Ours, like, yeah, it was weird. They really tried to make us think everything was breaking. Like, everyone's having wild stories.
If there was a dog, you must have said, "Oh, come here, good boy."
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Or you fail.
The Klingon held it's like, don't try anything.
What a wild, intimidating. No, Tyler, what would you be doing as everyone's starting to party?
Drinking.
Drinking. You come over, see an ensign, say they're just like, right, can I get another 2 shots, please? Same stuff. Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
What's up, Jack?
I'm tired.
Nice to meet you. Yo, you want a shot?
Sure.
It's on me. Here. Hey, get one for my friend over here.
Did you pass the exam today?
Hell yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Dude. Ensign Helmsman.
That's actually kind of sick.
Yo,
Yeah, right? What'd you get?
there's me in one.
Ensign Gray.
Ensign Gray, yeah. Well, it'll be fun. Get to be a helmsman.
I guess. I
Dude,
have no knowledge
you
about
guys,
anything.
I'm gonna drive the fucking ship. At this point,
I'm just
bartender
happy I
comes
got
up.
ranked.
Is he
This
already
bartender's
drunk?
got like 4 arms.
Yeah.
Quickly gives you what?
Is he already drunk?
Rank smack.
He's buzzed. Like he's probably not drunk. It's like he probably pre-gamed a little before coming. Come on, everyone's
pre-game,
got
you do
some
it.
sort of alcohol hidden in their dorm or something. So he is already. Ooh, man, Romulans. They know how to do shots. My guy, here, try one. Make me a con save.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's alcohol for you.
That is a total of 10.
Total of 10. It hits you hard. You don't fail the DC by enough to like immediately drunk you, but you get hard buzz. It's that like that was bitter as well as alcoholic, and just that slight like
You could smell it.
acidic. Yes, it's that
Oh
like
my gosh.
fills your nostril. You it's just oh, another two. Starts kind of like choking down something. Let's go. Another two. Come on.
This is gonna be a competition.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna do another roll off now.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
That's a 14.
14 matches his 14. You guys start drinking. We'll cut back to this in a bit. As Ty, you just start drinking. It's like, hell yeah, any Earth history, I can drink. Lawrence, you walk into the
I got
party.
3 goals. Technically 4. No liquor, cause
Okay.
gotta be looked.
This is like you come.
2
He has no liver.
instruments. Find wherever better open mic. Play something
What
that
artisans
amps up the jam.
Yes.
2 and
If you
3.
grab a
Find
like
snacks,
this,
aren't
double
spiked,
same
like Mr. Twisties, and
Oh,
play
she's
around a
trying to
ping
get
pong
both
for the guys at
seats.
home.
Excellent. We're gonna start with. Go ahead and make me a performance check.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get my stat up. Get room. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that was good, but I
Okay.
have expertise.
Right. XP's gonna help
Yeah. I'm laughing because I have a feeling what the number is gonna be, and that is. How does a 27 sound?
you. 7 is insanely good.
Yeah.
Bro.
Also,
Are you dressed
which
like a
instrument?
pirate?
Yeah. Which instrument do you want?
Whichever one you want.
Electric guitar.
Yes.
Some of the
Canonical
other like
from the
androids
parts
and
that don't do
aliens that
anything.
also play here just like start harmonizing with you.
We'll just tell you, we don't do anything. Well, I do.
And everyone just starts rocking. It's like, hell yeah! Like everyone just goes wild. You see other cadets like raise a glass to you, drink. Fun fact: this is going to set the precedence also for the music all the groups listen to.
Yes!
Yeah.
You
They get
set down
to
the
hear.
tone of the party.
Please tell me Rock Monster's on the list.
I do have it on the list.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You guys start into this like crazy Philosian music. Who knew vegetables knew how to party, right? Like you have
Wait, is he playing a guitar?
Electric.
electric guitar to accordion to the bongo drums. Like
Tyler is literally gonna take a shot. Say, how does he play instruments? He has no hands.
you see, Hilton just looks at you. Dude, I've got hands and I can't play guitar. So like, if he can play guitar without hands, another shot. Let's make another check before we cut over. Yes.
So, fun fact, I have advantage against exhaustion because of my
Yes,
fighter
you do.
strategy.
You
So,
do.
yeah,
15.
I'm going all night.
15. Hilton's starting to look a bit messed up. You see, dude. Oh my gosh, I feel my eyes. Oh, I feel my eyes. Do you feel in your eyes? Like that's wild.
Sure.
Let's get a couple chasers. Woo! Can we get over here? Can we just get some gin over here? Let's do some gin chasers. You know, gin's not a chaser. That's just another alcoholic drink. But he's starting to get really intoxicated. Yes.
I will actually go to the bar to get a drink. I'm gonna try to slip away from my brother.
I will say, go for it. Do a bit of a stealth V investigation.
Oh, that is
What?
nice. Oh my
I
gosh.
gotta like.
22.
Well, I was like talking about that.
I was like, wait, which
still,
angle?
those
Which
are-
angle? I cannot see your eyes.
Yeah.
I was like,
But
those,
those are cool.
oh my
Those are
gosh,
cool
I
guys.
just-
Both
I
good,
just saw those guys.
both good.
Uh,
Yeah.
No,
what
those
am
are
I
better.
doing? Am I doing stealth?
It's a bit of
or-
stealth, yeah.
Okay, that's a 21.
21. Here's Aaron. You get a choice. You're gonna be able to watch, but do you want to let her go? If that like she's going to the bar, so it's like you don't have to.
I'm not her babysitter, but I need to keep tabs on her because she's my sister. That's my job. So no, I'm not gonna like stop her. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let her go, but I'm definitely going to keep tabs.
For sure, like
That's my goal. Here, I'm not gonna be a puppy.
then you will notice Alice comes over to the bar, and you see Hilton. As you, dude, I'm telling you, I feel like we're gonna go out there, and we're just gonna like blow up ships, man. Have you read those old files? Hilton clocks you, Alice. You come over to the bar. This bartender, dude who has like a couple appendages, just like, what can I get you?
Shirley Temple with vodka.
Gotcha. Start pulling.
That's like the perfect example of her personality.
Hilton slides over, just like, hey, you're Alice, right?
Yeah.
Did he take his eyes off me?
He did take
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna take his wallet.
Do it with advantage. In this
Dude,
round.
Do you
no!
if I
just
see
love
it,
that
I'm not
quick,
gonna
like,
say a
Lauren.
word.
Hey, I'm
Even
at
if you
the
see it.
question while I'm playing
For
music.
sure.
Would you be interested in a barding?
Nice.
I think I'm good for
You're
it.
good. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you're
Oh
good.
my
You already got the advantage.
gosh.
He did fail
Yeah,
one of his
hammered.
first checks. He's getting really hammered.
I just love that quick. Is it? I want to say
I-
it's wallet.
yeah.
Just it was so
Like,
perfect.
is it
22
wallet?
beats any passive he could have had.
Wallet.
So like, I'm the helmsman.
I'm it.
I get to pilot the ship.
That's
Um,
cool.
Jack Sparrow.
I'm part of the medical team.
Yo, so like, you can heal me?
Um,
He's trying.
If
You
you
guys
guys
take his
adapt to
wallet
that,
bad,
yeah.
just like so. Like, you watch Hilton puts his arm around
Okay,
Alice.
telepathically.
Take his
I
wallet.
mean, you would like kind of look at the choreography. You see Aaron to stop dancing. His hands on the face where he's just glaring daggers over there, and he says to you, trying to get permission through the link.
Stop,
Do you want me to let him play, or do you want me to stun him?
I don't know. Let's see where this goes.
Interesting. I
Is
love
that fun?
I will.
Oh, the
I
big-
will
the
rely-
Kind
power
of, you're sitting
is
there
real.
flowing through. Okay, a few good
and I will like
crits.
kind
Ooh,
of
gift card,
stealth
like,
over, not to the bar, but closer, so I'm within arm's reach.
Go for it.
That is on stealth a 13.
So like, I don't know. Like, you're like a doctor. Could I like set up an appointment sometime?
That depends. What do you need?
I don't know. Like, I run really hot, like all over.
It sounds like you might have a problem with your internal temperature.
I just gave him an inside check. He rolled terribly low. He is like, yeah, I do. It's just doesn't realize
Oh my
what's going
God.
on. This is the worst.
Yeah, no, it would require me to
Thank
like
you for-
cut you
I'm
open
not
and probably
vindictive.
remove something.
Yeah, no, like, I could just, if you want, I'll just take off my shirt now.
No,
like-
you're not in a good space to do that.
No,
It's
no.
not
Here, can I get a
sanitary.
drink? Let's get 2 drinks over here. We're cutting away, Lawrence. The band has kind of picked up where you left off. You'll be able to come in and out throughout the
Got
night if
it.
you want to. You want to look for some Mr. Twisty.
Mr.
Go
Twisty's
Oh
Twisted
my
Cheese
Go
Curls.
make me an investigation
Oh my
check.
gosh.
Do so currently with disadvantage. I'll tell you in a second.
Dang it, no Twisties.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
It's gonna be interesting. We'll find out.
Let me get my stats because I rolled a 4.
Ooh, yeah, it might be really bad.
Investigation. That is a total of 7. On Twisty.
Total of 7. Lawrence, you go over to the bartender. Like, what's next? What's next? You know, trying to like speak over. And
What's
clubs are always so loud. They go back to try to look for Mr. Twisties, and you're like in that feeling like, damn it, like. Usually you'll find him in a vending machine. Like, it's hard to find him like maybe at a club.
Is there a vending machine here?
Yeah, it's like, where's the closest vending machine to find a Mr. Twisty? Like, the bartender walks off,
Oh boy.
and in this moment, start playing your song. So you have to hop back immediately.
Oh, this is
Hilton just so like, we could just go back to my dorm. Like,
well, I could probably fix it right here, and she's gonna go for his pressure points.
go for
I
it!
already
Oh
rolled
my
a natural 18 plus whatever, like plus 7 or something. I don't know.
That's good.
This
I
poor
see.
asshole.
I
He rolled a
saved my
natural
hair for
1.
occasion.
As he goes in to kiss you, you just like hit both sides of the neck. Bullet, literally, like you're not a true Vulcan, so it doesn't. But you hit the right points, and just hits the bar hard down on the ground.
When he
I just
falls,
go back to drinking my vodka.
yeah,
at
when he
Shirley
falls, I'm
Temple.
just gonna take his wallet, take everything inside, throw it back at him, and just go dance.
She'll give you a wink as you walk away.
Oh my god.
I saved my hair for the
Okay,
occasion.
perfect. I thought that would make sense.
Yes, you
Oh, man.
start rocking out. Everyone's having fun.
So
I'll be nice.
as he's,
I'll prop him
I'll
up.
pick him up.
Go ahead and
so
put
that he's
down,
like, we'll prop him up, look like he
200
just passed
credits.
out drinking.
Yeah,
Put
I'm gonna-
his face down.
I'm
and
gonna
his
take
butt
him back to
sticking
his
out.
dorm and put him down.
Yes, you're gonna take it back 200 credits.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at you,
As
Alex,
well
and be like,
as
Republic
uh,
credits.
don't do anything stupid
you
without
obviously,
credits.
if you took
Profit,
all the
my friend.
identification, you're gonna get caught.
No, I didn't take
Um,
IDs.
But you can definitely put down.
Back up.
It's kind of
It's
like
my
fun
friend.
fact. You can basically copy some of his clearance right now. And if you wanted to, it's gonna be a slight handshake where it's like, I just need like a free moment, find a free key card, which are actually pretty easy to buy these days, and like you could quickly like get the kind of clearance he has.
With sleight of hand?
You're realizing like, oh wow, there's a reason like we're not supposed to like let people have these, because like if anyone gets any of your clearance, it's like, oh, it's really easy to get into stuff. So in this moment, you can get his clearance.
Wait,
21.
beating
He's
you.
only an ensign.
Oh, you could get the information.
21 beats the DC 20. You, Tyler, it's easy enough. You even, like, the bartender would be like, chip cards. I got a chip card. Yeah, here, copy room key. Go for it. Gives you one. You have the same clearance as
So
Silicon.
they'd be like,
That's
hey,
the best
Tyler, you want to
bartender
help
of
me
all time.
carry him back
This
to
dude
his
doesn't
dorm?
give two
Yeah.
shits. You see, he's like,
I'll help him carry the guy. But
Allison, Patty comes over like, oh my gosh, okay, are you okay? Like, I saw
Yeah, I'm
him.
fine.
You sure? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I saw like your brother like coming over.
By
like,
the way, did he try to slip something into my drink at any point?
I'm gonna make a pure luck check.
Oh my gosh.
Because if he did,
He did not.
Okay.
It was
not-
close. It was
He's
close.
not a
he's not
Thankfully,
a
he's not a
bitch.
vile
No,
person.
No, you always
It's
have to
just
be
like
careful.
you
He's
always,
just
you
wrong.
always do. No, you
Yeah.
always
Oh,
do.
You got
at
those like
club.
acrylic fingernails that
Mhm.
test the drink, yeah.
Those are really fun, actually.
yeah.
And it's also like, thankfully, harder in the future to do
Actually,
so.
she
But
doesn't have
That's
acrylic nails because as a doctor, you need to have
Yes,
short
you do.
nails.
Oh yeah.
I'm just imagining the pressure points with the critical nails. It's like,
Oh, yeah, and also like that would have hurt.
No, that's just what
Wow.
Asher did to the storm
Did it
giant.
you
hard.
two are
oh.
carrying him back. Please make me perception checks with disadvantage because you're going to be carrying him.
She 100%
Can I make
left
an attempt to make an
bruise.
athletic check to carry him by myself so that he can just make the check flat?
Do I have
I would
mostly-
say in this moment,
I'm
probably
having him like
no.
come with me.
It's more, yeah. It's still coming with. There's still
Okay.
that natural disadvantage of like you'd probably be talking to each other or like so
and
like
I rolled a perception. That's a perception.
Disadvantage.
it still is a roll
That's
check,
not
yes.
terrible.
Because past perception is higher.
Yeah.
It is a high enough DC to still require it.
I'm gonna use Defiant just in case.
Okay, go for it.
Yo.
It's only a 20.
With disadvantage.
Only 20. Okay.
So, sorry, only a 1 on the D4, so I'll get the 20 in a second.
It's a 15.
15 is pretty
Got
good.
a 14.
14.
Hey, good job.
A lot of ensigns are out right now.
Okay.
People are moving back and forth. Like at one point, you think you see McTavish, who kind of like looks at you, looks at the body, but gets that natural like, I hope it's because it's like one of ours. Like nothing bad
I will
happened.
go like,
He definitely has two
nods.
bruises that are quite
McTavish is walking with a group. You see like, okay, there's a big group. Is that a Muppet? Like there's
The Muppet's here.
The Muppet.
The Muppet's here.
But you guys move back and can get him to his dorm. And as kind of that like test, you use his copy, gets you into his dorm. Key card in, and can unceremoniously fling him on the bed, and Knight's still young.
yeah,
Does he have a marker?
fist bumping.
He does have
I'm gonna
markers.
draw a dig on his forehead.
Hardcore.
This just had the worst night.
Now you gotta do the mustache, man.
Well, and you'll look up from doing that, and then you'll turn around and realize I've cleaned his entire apartment.
Oh.
That's how you prank him, John. Puts away all of his stuff.
And then it's your
He's gonna be so confused to
And
where
I
his
actually
books are
one thing-
alphabetically
one
ordered.
thing, I have one thing. Alice is gonna mentally be like, only steal his left shoelace for me.
Oh, bruh.
Are you gonna do it?
That is gonna
Yeah,
be
Tyler,
annoying.
you watch this dude
Are you
take.
taking his? Whatever.
Don't ask. I don't even want to know.
Why are you taking his shoelace?
Mama, I'm a pilot. As
If once you get back, Alice is gonna take it and she's going to tie it around her wrist in a pretty little bow.
interesting, okay.
Oh. What?
You have a great time.
Psychological.
You might
Patty
notice
is
there are a few
kind of
other left
the
shoelaces
coolest.
tied around her wrist.
The whole
I look
night,
at my left
you
shoe.
notice that Patty.
Oh, and I don't wear shoes.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, you just kind of like bump.
We're
Just like,
pants.
bump-
Wait,
Should we
does your
make it back
character
no
just
problem?
bounces around?
Yes.
There's socks. Yeah, I hop.
he hops. Aaron, it's pretty fun. There's still fun dancing. Alice, you and Patty have a great night. She is the coolest. She's like, we gotta hang out on the ship,
Oh,
okay?
for
Like,
sure.
what kind of ship are you? I think I'm in Gamma right now.
What ship
Alpha.
am I in?
You're Alpha ship. Oh my gosh, that's so
I
cool.
know.
No, so like definitely like we gotta do stuff. Like I
Oh,
hear.
yeah.
Okay, I heard a rumor that everyone's gonna get their own room. Like we just gotta have parties, right? Like I don't know.
For
They say it's
sure.
gonna be one of the biggest ships. Like, but seriously, whatever. Like we gotta hang out.
Mhm.
It was the first shot.
Tyler, you go back ordering drinks. You see the bartender. Get that guy home.
Yeah, he's home.
All right, cool. Hey, thanks. He's gonna slide you a free classic Earth whiskey just on the house.
Perfect.
Just like good stuff.
Do you have Coca-Cola?
Oh yeah, old carbo
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, the carbon stuff.
I'll make a quick check.
Wait, Coca-Cola.
Wait a minute, that guy might have cheese with
He
it.
brings up. It's a
No.
different style of carbonated can. He's like, yeah, I got it. Usually we don't keep it because we just replicate. Go for
Thanks
it.
so much.
Wait, this guy might have Mr. Twisties. This
Yeah.
guy might have Mr.
He comes
Twisties.
up.
If allowed.
We
Oh,
ran out of
she has a
Twisties
special
about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
You're gonna have to check.
See, Dr. Pepper.
Most popular bar snack. Sorry.
Fair enough.
I mean, to be fair, it's like pretzels, right? Like Mr. Imagine
Oh my
like just
gosh.
drinking and eating Cheetos, man. That's the life, right? Like so full
That
on
sounds
just
awfully disgusting.
yeah, like ew.
God, memories. I'm like,
Full on
memories.
cracking stuff. Everyone has a really nice night.
No, that's the first time in ever that you give us a really nice night.
I do
Yeah,
have
shoot,
one
it's
We're
for
not
you.
demigods.
No,
guys.
we have to wait for
Fair
the
enough.
dream sequence. Yeah.
I am
I do have one
Fix
for you.
weird selfish.
I just-
dreams.
I guess.
Yes.
It
I have
was
one
a
question for
dream.
you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Does anyone else try to flirt with her all night at all, or is he the only one?
Actually, no. There is a couple. I was about to get through this. With. I've got a couple things going on. Here we go. Just had to get back to the
And I
right
just cursed every other part
album.
of time that he
That's
could've
my
mentioned
bad.
else.
Here we go.
At least the
That's
wrong
right.
guy. 'cause-
Oh, that's amazing.
Throughout the night, Tyler, you get hit on by a couple people, a couple women, a dude, and what looks to be a Romulan. And so Romulans are like that, you male or female, like, or like,
How are
you good? Like, all right. Alice, you and Patty and like these other cadets here, you guys get hit on by quite a few, like a bunch of gentlemen come up and want to dance with you guys. There's a couple people that also like invite you to come just have drinks. Aaron, I will say, I made a check. You only get hound really once,
And then they just
Well,
see the
it might be
phaser.
the
and it's more
phaser.
that like, hi, oh, like you're in a uniform with a phaser, and like, turn. How you doing? Like, and go to Tyler
I'm
at the bar.
sticking with Tyler the whole.
So it's not like, oh, you seem normal, like, or at least normaler.
Is there anyone
And
else
Lord-
I've had to knock
Normal.
out?
No one else,
All right.
thankfully. I did make a check. Like, I hoped it wouldn't go that way, but no. Thankfully, there was no one bad at the club.
Dang it, I only added one to my collection.
That'd be terrible.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
If you would know this,
Lord,
Alice has a collection.
you just have a
of
good time playing the
shoelaces.
night away. You
Name an
hit-
instrument not using.
for sure. There's one of those like hollow tables where
I'm
you can play
taking
basically any
photos.
game.
As much to send back to Far Cry, be like,
Oh, for
I'm
sure, like,
keeping the tradition alive.
Yo, these Earthlings know how to party, right? Like, and so take a bunch of pics.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
While you're playing the guitar.
Oh, absolutely.
It's nice when you can
Who
like
knows
use
how
your
many hits I have?
tricorders to just like, hey, I'm gonna set my tricorder up next to me while playing, and just like it'll record the night. That's some good stuff. I will say, would you like to take pictures or video? You could do either or.
You know what? A little bit of both. Mostly video, but a few photos of key moments.
Oh my god.
Few videos, key modes. Go ahead and you can even add that into your inventory because that is some like proof of like, hey, we had a huge party. Like maybe you don't show it to like commanding officers because again, technically you weren't supposed to go to the clubs, but they know on grad night it's like
So
we're gonna look
technically,
the
I
other
was
way.
the only obedient one out of all you guys.
For sure, Nomura.
I am a party
And I don't even
animal.
listen to these guys.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm a
I came
party
as if I was
vegetable,
acting
okay?
on duty.
I'm a party
For
vegetable.
sure,
I
for
don't-
sure.
No, it's
Aaron danced the
understandable.
line for once in his
Oh
life.
my gosh.
Did they play Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, I would.
Yeah,
I'd add that
Lawrence,
to the list.
you,
Yeah,
it's like the greatest traditions of all the species. You get Cotton Eye Joe, and then you get the lesser known Andorian version, Cotton Eye John. And so it's that like, okay, interesting. This is
Where
totally
did you come from?
different.
Where
And like,
where have
like
gone?
a lot of
Where have you come
Andorians,
from?
right? Like
Nigel?
Patty has the greatest time dancing, and you're like, how do you do this? Okay, wait, now we're go.
Yep.
Okay,
Aaron
no,
knows
okay,
about
crap.
that,
Now
so-
it's a slap, clyde, slap. Wait,
It's
when do we
electric.
start slap colliding? Yeah, it's a really fun night.
Amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god.
Through it all, everyone has a really enjoyable evening, with only the minor exception of, and to be fair, I was expecting Jack to fail some of his gotcha. He got buzzed way too fast. That was fun.
Jack
And-
as in the guy who was.
Jack
Yeah.
Hilton.
The one that
The
has
guy
like
that was
hitting on
talking-
you.
Yeah.
I will say
That makes it even better!
no, that's even funnier. Of Alice, like you think about like, wait, was that the guy?
Yeah,
Like,
so walking out that.
The guy?
Oh,
Kate.
no wonder he was so mad at me.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it's not like no one tried to hit on me or like talking to me. It's not like, oh, he already had a one-on-one with Aaron, and it was really fun.
Yeah. I've got nightly stuff.
In
Nightly stuff are we
the
talking?
morning,
His secret girlfriend.
all of you will be able to awaken. I would like Tyler. You're gonna make me con save for the drinking.
Now that I don't need to cram study because I only need to sleep 3 hours every night.
Part of your stuff.
Yep. So because I don't need to cram study anymore, I would like to start working out a lot.
Wait, you only need 3 hours of sleep?
Yep.
Me too.
I love it. Yeah.
It's like, this is not healthy.
I
Hey,
just get immunity to natural
You
ones.
wake
and that's
up
it.
with the
It
most
depends.
side-splitting,
stand still for
teeth
years.
grinding, eye pulsating hangover.
Can I find him and just cleanse?
Cleansing tip. It's literally like you are all walking. Like all of you are now in your official uniforms. So Tyler, like for you, it's
I'm
you
just
have,
walking like super slow with the heads down.
like
please
your
stop.
blue,
Do I
your the
still
blue
have
shirt
the-
you have isn't even buttoned up right yet. It's not
The
like
badge is upside down.
badge upside down, pip on the wrong side. They're like,
Am I allowed
are you
to
going to a funeral? The pip's on the wrong side. I'm like, no. Yes, everyone though getting ready.
Still in the little skirt.
In the blues, we have of course the red shirt of the command
Gold
and
for
the
life.
two golden.
I'm calling it a sock because
The
that's
sock,
basically what it is.
basically a golden sock for you. They make uniforms for all shapes and sizes and species, and so you have a golden sock.
That is amazing.
Pips on everything. How the cleansing touch basically works is it is one of those like and like big old injection of basically nothing but pure adrenaline, saline, and hydration to immediately shock the system awake. And
This is gonna be really hard. Just take a deep breath, okay? She'll just whoop.
it hurts like hell for like half a moment, and then whoa, that helped. It immediately headache recedes as it gets that natural blood flow,
Way
water
better than
work,
peanut butter, huh?
and you feel really weird
Sure.
too. It's like it's the combination of coffee and water all into one, basically. Of like, wow,
I'm gonna stare at the light just to see if my head hurts while staring at the light.
not at all. In fact, it's
Great.
getting slowly better. Like,
This is amazing.
wow, that's
Yeah,
My
great.
retinas
Like,
are starting
Oh,
to
yeah.
hurt, but my
yeah,
head isn't.
yeah, like oh, I probably shouldn't do that for. Yeah, you feel great.
So
I,
he gets drunk
Nomura's
and
gonna
not
be
have
like,
the consequences.
well,
Well,
because we're
I can't
on
do
campus
it
now,
too
right?
well.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Okay,
are.
so I won't talk about it, but in private, because it's like even I know, like, come on, kids gotta have fun sometime, you know. So I'll like
Yeah.
ask like, how's
You're
the
the
party
cool one.
later?
Yeah. We definitely had an off-campus chat.
I'd show you some of the photos and videos.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, dude, it's
That's
crazy. At one point, like.
Trace.
There was a Doppler at one point, and they split up a bunch, and then like came back.
Goodness
and at one
gracious.
point, there was a Cation that like jumped on the ceiling. This time, there's is that a Muppet in the background? Like you go through a bunch of stuff. Go ahead, actually, give me a
I'm gonna-
perception check. While
I'm
I'm
gonna
doing
Okay,
make
it.
sure
and I
Mason
got an
jumps on the ceiling
advantage
now.
on perception.
You
so-
do have advantage on
I'm
perception,
sorry, you would.
Yeah, I got
Make sure
advantage
Mason
on
jumps
Oh,
on the
that's
ceiling.
sick.
or another Cation. No one knows.
Yep.
Only the photos can tell.
That's a 15. I want to see
Okay.
if I can get a better roll than
15,
that.
15, better roll.
Hey, a question.
I'll take that 15, so that's a 15.
15,
18.
18. Doesn't mean a DC 20 for some like crazy stuff you could
20.
see,
Wait a minute. I got a
but
question.
still very much it's that like
I'm rested
almost everyone was
with
there.
Bardix.
Yeah.
But you can't retroactive Bardic is
Fair
the
enough.
thing for most of
Got it.
it's Bardic's because you didn't take lore, which would give you the reactive like minus Bardic, but most of your stuff you're gonna have to
And
make
my
sure to do
stuff
before.
is up.
But it's still pretty good. Like you get a
Oh, yeah,
good
yeah.
party.
Or it's just like,
yes.
oh.
I would
looks like
say
it was fun.
she probably would have gone ahead of time and probably cleared the fact that she's allowed to wear a dress skirt. It's not necessarily like a dressy skirt, but it is
Yes.
functional
Hold on.
simply for
You-
the fact that she does not like pants.
It's uniform skirts are completely separate. Like every ensign actually has complete and total like bodily autonomy over their uniform. It's just like make sure you wear the correct colors. You want to make sure you have your combatant pips. Like men and women can wear either skirt or pant. Especially like you've got like Scottish. I almost said
Kilts.
warriors. Like kilt. You can wear a kilt uniform if you really want to. So it's like
so I cannot buy a pirate jacket.
not the jacket. That's where it gets
Wait
like.
a minute.
Yeah.
You'd have to get special clearance for like a religious or other reason, like Nemorum having the armor with the gold armor. So it's like you've got gold armor with the gold uniform, so it really complements well actually.
Yeah. Aaron wears his completely by the books.
Pinned up, red pip, lieutenant junior grade ready, and we find ourselves moving through the Starfleet Academy out past towards what you know to be some of the shipyard of Starfleet.
Nice.
Walking up and in, there is a row of transporter vehicles. All of you know the basics of these vehicles are meant to have like they've got limited warp capabilities, but like what we consider like a class 15 style drive. Like they're not great, but easy enough to get you out to the space dock. As we make our way into the vehicles, they start rising into the air, through the stars, out past the atmosphere. Sky bends and folds, grows darker, nebulae and galaxies. In the distance, beautiful hull, silver plating, the USS Confidence lies in space dock as this stream of ant-like cargo ships come forward, not only with you, but other necessary supplies. The Confidence is ready. Seeing this, Tyler, it's that like,
It's like, holy
this is it, this is it, this is it, this is
Finally
what
been in
Neil
space.
walked on the moon for, like, boom.
Neil did it.
No one's
Beautiful
gonna be like
bold
Vicky
letters.
Is
USS
the,
Confidence.
Is the American flag still on the moon?
You mean the
It's,
surrender flag?
you would have to go, it's the surrender
It's white. Bleached white from
It's
radiation,
bleached
yeah.
white from radiation, it's true. But Memoriam has been put up actually. Like if you were to ever go to Earth's moon, it's still there. It was one of the first times we as humanity looked out and went, we want to go more. Making your way in, the ships come into port, landing on, and we're gonna kind of like go through a bit of the ship log so you guys kind of know what you got working with. You're gonna get the grand tour. The USS Confidence. This is a large Tier 3 made by the United Federation of Planets. It is an Explorer class ship and meant to be a Constitution class. Stuff like the Enterprise. Heavy credit investment. Like, well into the millions of credits was put into this style of ship, as all their ships are. Armor class of 18 with damage reduction of 8, so in the proper hands you can actually reduce damage coming in by certain amounts. With strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma of thus 16, 14, 22, 14, 10, 10. This is Constitution based. Shield points of 79, hit points of 92, flying speed of 400, turning speed of 300, with a 0.5 warp core top of the line. Double laser cannons, turbo laser, which actually is an upgrade turbo laser, do about 3d12, with torpedo launchers and bomb deployers for certain missions. You will have the hub and spoke power coupling for your power dice, which are d8s. The ship has, as a whole, 6 central storage power dice and 3 for each system, depending on your deployment you want to take. That is for every party, keep in mind. So, for example, if you took like a technician deployment and used those dice, anyone else as a technician wouldn't have access to those dice until they're repowered. So part of your thing is you might not only want to use the dice, but take the time and do power dice recovery, going to engines and recovering dice, because it's that we all share the ship and we all share the power dice together.
Okay.
That is like a group thing everyone's got access to. Your system's got some fun, versatile stuff called Blockade Runner and Versatile Frigate, being able to, if being hit, move out of harm's way. Great modifications. It currently has almost its total modification power uppage. to be fair, mods do have to come in from an approved site. Federation, usually you could do any shipyard that had capability. Federation standards does dictate you're not allowed to modify a ship unless it's at a Federation planet. But of course, you've still got access to hard points for turrets. There's always more weapon capabilities ready. Total number of suites, there is a number suite that could be added. The total maximum is only 8, or it's 9, you're only up to 8. There is, of course, the command center, which we all know is the bridge. You've got a med bay, important to note, with 10 biobeds, and 4, using the Star Wars term, back to tanks, or more like in-depth for like serious injury. There's mess hall and recreation with a large number of food replicators and different booths to sit at and eat. Among the recreation, of course, is everything from climbing walls to pools to just like what you could imagine any rec center would have. The big thing, Patty was right. There are luxury quarters for everyone. Each crew member will be equipped with their own personal room that they can decorate as see fit.
It's gonna look
When
just
a-
like my old pirate
Here's important.
ship.
When a creature completes a long rest involving this suite, their exhaustion level will be reduced by 2 instead of 1. These are luxury quarters, as it seems they spared no expense for their new cadets. There is a security suite with a brig of 100 cells, compact armory, and security storage for, high-profile stuff. Escape pods, each warp capable, the transporters you came in on. 100 of these little shuttles, each can hold up to about 4 crew members before, technically you could hold more, but, it couldn't sustain 4 people. There's some damage control where you can patch, of course, as a bonus action. There's tractor beam, an invulnerability drive, which if you activate it, your speed is halved, but you're immune to all damage. Scanner marked 4, which gives you advantage and expertise in probe and scan checks. Nav computer mark 4. Comms package, which allows suppression of a target planet-sized entity if needs be. Amphibious systems with adaptive ailerons, meaning you can not only go underwater, but in the atmosphere, your turning speed is reduced, but your AC is increased while you're in an atmosphere. Anti-boarding systems, of course, just basic. You don't want people getting in and transporting in. Plating of all shapes and sizes with shielding, everything, where your hull is resistant and shield resistant to energy and kinetic damages. Basically, what we consider having damage. You've got the best plating in the system. It's a Mark III, deflection, lightweight, and reinforced. Of course, that damage resistant, you can't be critted upon. Your speed is increased and the AC increased, all already totaled in. You have different sorts of rounds where, of course, if you ever have advantage on attack and both hit, disadvantage and both fail for an ability, or crit, you can either use blinding, ionizing, shocking, or stunning rounds. And, of course, Gauss rounds is if you ever roll a 1 or 2 on the damage dice, you can re-roll. Crazy good stuff. Obviously, you can take what you want important to your deployment as taken, as that's something that will happen outside of the system, where you'll start being allowed to take, if I want to be an operator or a technician or a pilot or an engineer, you can start gaining these deployments as your own. And that's something I'll allow you all to talk is, as a group, you might want to say hey, maybe we shouldn't all be engineers. Let's work, unless you want to be. You've got everything from thermite torpedoes, plasma torpedoes, advanced proton torpedoes, EMP bombs, gravity bombs, a crew of 300 with multiple roles of captain, first officer, helmman, chiefs of both tactical, engineering, science, security, and medical.
Let's hope the Hellman can wake up.
You've actually got also cargo room to hold up to a grand total of 450 tons. And if you know that science, that's insane. You could fill it with a zoo and not even be close to full. You could fit 100 or so zoos. Comfortably. With you guys, too. This is an insanely big ship.
In comparison to, size comparison to, the Enterprise or the Titan, where does it...
It's about if the Enterprise was a little bit larger.
Okay.
Really?
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm
so we're
sitting here
larger than
looking
the
at-
Enterprise?
This is but again, it's because this is the last of the Enterprise-style ships, these Constitution classes, to ever fly. It's final maiden voyage of its fellow ships, and this is where we're going to end tonight's session as we get ready to travel the
I do
stars.
have one question.
One more
Did we
question?
spot our friend Jack?
Oh yeah,
Gotta
was
make
he
a
missing
check.
shoelace?
Jack is not on board.
someone.
She will notify.
You notify. We might have to do that real quick. You notify one of the transport
that
lieutenants.
It was a simple defense trying to keep him
Or excuse me,
from
this would be an
whatever.
ops based.
You're telling them what party?
Let's see here.
Our
We've
friend
got
might have gotten a little too.
Ensign Jack Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
Ensign Jack Hilton has been reassigned.
I see. Thank you. I was just worried. I saw him last night and then he disappeared. So.
You saw. Come with me, then we'll need to speak to you.
Where to?
Last night, Jack Hilton had a breach of security, it seems. Some of his stuff was replicated. Certain access codes were overridden. You say you were some of the last person to see him?
Well, I was at the bar drinking and he kind of started flirting with me and I kind of like, you know, but then I did knock him out to keep him off of me because he would not
So
take no for an
you
answer.
weren't the last one to see him.
I was not the last one to see him, but
Do you know who it was?
no, I don't. I'm sorry.
Go
He
make me a
kinda just
deception check.
disappeared.
This is a
Are
huge
we
deception
in the
check.
same place?
Before you make it, this is going to be in the Box of Doom.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We're ending the stream on a Box of Doom. I know that's crazy.
Ah.
I'm just gonna look at you all.
Here we go. Let's.
Technically speaking, she did go back to drinking.
We're gonna
so-
pull up the music.
Yeah,
We're gonna
do
get
it.
everything ready.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what you did. I just asked you to help me take him home.
You organized.
Box of Doom, deception roll.
Took me through the last people there.
You're the one who just organized everything. You.
Oh no.
No, that's a 9.
It's a 9. So
That is a 9 plus.
She got crazy wisdom.
crazy wisdom.
I do have crazy wisdom.
Oh, sorry, this is charisma.
Is it
Oh yeah,
charisma?
because deception is
I
deception.
thought you said perception. I heard the Sean.
Shut
Sean.
Shut.
Gonna make a check.
It's only a total of. Sorry, 11.
How about you add a D4 to that?
Would you like to
Now
give
roll
a
it
word?
yourself.
15.
DC 15 insight needed from this officer.
I'm human and I can just say.
On a natural 12 for a total of 14. Excellent. I believe that clears you. We just need to
I
investigate.
was just worried
That's
because he
okay,
kind of
that's
just.
okay.
Please, of course, if you have anything, you're going to need to report this.
Okay.
Ensign Jack Hilton is currently being brought up on charges for lost personal data as there was a bit of a cyber attack on Starfleet last night.
Oh.
Gosh.
Oh.
That is insane. I'm
If you don't have anything, I'm going to have to put your name down file. We'll be contacting you later, but nothing to worry about.
Okay, thank you. I was just worried.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. I
Bro.
forgot we should have done that.
What
Have a good night. We'll see you next time.